It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by... It all started with a sketch on a napkin. It all started with a sketch on a napkin. And it all started with a sketch on a napkin. It all started with a napkin. An idea created by walk-on bench warmers. It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
To it. There we go. We'll see if that's got us on the others. I think that we are here in Edna Karr, New Orleans, Louisiana. I think that we have our sound up and going. We'll check that here momentarily and see. There, take that out of there. It is one of those nights getting set up. We are outside again. The power was difficult. Getting it to where we're at. The internet equally as difficult, but I believe we're here. So, Nick, let's go back to that weather report and give that to us once again.
57 degrees outside. There's almost 70% humidity, so there's a little dew in the air. And, it's 5-mile-an-hour north wind, so the wind shouldn't affect much, but a beautiful night for football, and it's going to be great weather for these young men this evening.
Welcome aboard, a big crowd that is watching. We know that they are watching all around the city of Alexandria. A big shout out to our folks at Walk-Ons, who are our title sponsor. Great time that we had in there Tuesday night. It was certainly one of those. They had us on at Red River Bank during the week. The axe throwing place out on Versailles, it was on. So all around the city of Alexandria, they are behind their Alexandria Trojans. I am Doug Gant alongside of Nick Magnano. Brett Stallsby is here, and Chuck Perkins has made the trip up here as well. Nick, how was it that we were able to secure Nick tonight? Don't say it. I mean Chuck tonight, don't say it. There's Principal Goodman that has made it out here. The band is here, and they're sitting down low. But, Nick, let's get into this. Tell us what we're going to do tonight, what we're going to see out of Edna Karr.
Well, I mean, they're the defending champions of this district, and they repeated this year. They've been in the finals since 6 times since 2015. They were champions in 17, 19, and 16 and 18, all in 4A, and then they were a finalist in 2020, lost to Karen Crow, and then 2022 they were quarterfinalists and lost to Karen Crow, which that was the first year they were in D1.
You know, we take a look around at them, and last week when we were at Brother Martin, we said, you know what, we've got some size on these. We match up pretty well. We match up tonight as well, but look, there is size, there is speed, there is athleticism, there is every other adjective you can think of to describe what's going on tonight.
Yeah, they go 5 wide across most of the time on offense. They're very aggressive on defense. Their front four is very quick. They have a number 90 who's a sophomore who's going to be a big-time player. It's Richard Anderson. He's going to be a stud in 2 years. He's a great player now. And it's going to be a challenge, but you know what? These guys from Alexandria, they have played everywhere across the state, and they've played the best, so they ought to be used to this.
Look, I'm going to tell you, this is the time where you don't want to be facing Alexandria. They are the hottest team in the playoffs this season as they roll into it. Rolled up Brother Martin 23-0 last week, 3-0, but they just have a method of wearing down their opponents in the later halves, the third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, and you talk about Tempo Tuesday that you've said all year, and that's one that they definitely focus on. And we wore Brother Martin out last week. Fortunately, we held our discipline on a lot of what Coach Bachman calls play into the echo of the whistle.
The echo of the whistle,
the whistle, excuse me. I think there was about 4 or 5 echoes on some of those plays, but our guys they held their cool. You know, they kept their temperature down. You know, without getting too mad, too feisty, and ended up costing Brother Martin in the long run.
Indeed, it has Brother Martin all purple. They've got the gold helmets, white letters. At least it'll be visible and easy to see tonight. Edna Karr is just ready to go. Yep, we're still stuck in Brother Martin mode. Second consecutive trip down to New Orleans. They said it takes 4 possibly to get to a state championship. This is week number 2. Got a lot to take care of tonight. Week number 2 of trips to New Orleans. Chuck, hang in there with me, old Chuckles. Comes in there and joins us from the Tioga crew. Glad to have him up here and glad to have all of you watching along. Going to take our first break of the evening. When we come back, we'll get into the ever popular, often aggravating.
Yeah, never duplicated.
Never indeed. Why not stop keys to the game? We'll see what it's going to take. Those of you that are just joining us for the first time, we have a lot of fun with our keys to the game, and we'll do all of that when we come back. You're watching the Countdown to Coin Toss, brought to you by Vexus Fiber, right here on 446 Sports.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 in East Pineville behind Arby's.
Here into the press box early. It was great to meet them.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Back to live action we go, and so we've heard stories of this all around the nation, Nick. Your why not stop keys to the game have been epic. So if you can quit texting, do you think you're ready to join us for the why not? Let me just chunk you directly.
For the record, I just got Roger Harrington's number, so I could text him to ask if he can guide us out of here.
So we can get out of here.
So that was work related, my friend.
On this evening. All right.
We're going to have to switch.
Tell us a little bit about your keys to the game and what the process is behind that.
All right. Well, first we do 3. We do an offense, a defense, and overall. And And this is just stuff that I see throughout the week watching film and try to put together.
But we've got add a little spin to it. We
No,
can't just have it. So here are our why not stop keys to the game for Ash and Edna Karr. Give us key number 1. What do you see there?
Number 1 is be stingy and selfish. So we're going to call it greed and good.
See that? Look, that's from the movie Wall Street, and he tells you that greed is good.
Yeah, that's right. And look, we have to be stingy with the ball tonight. Be stingy, be selfish. Boys, do not lose that ball. Keep that ball. There's a Hall of Fame coach in Alabama that I don't like to say his name, but he always says if we end with a kick every offensive possession, that we do well and we usually win the game. So, boys, keep the ball tonight. Let's not give it away. And that's the way you're going to win this on offense.
There you go. All right, key number 2. So greed was good. Key number 2, what do we have?
Key number 2, we got defend every square inch of the field.
Yeah, that's these mighty warriors back there from the old Middle Ages. There, look at the warriors.
Right.
You can see them on the battlefield now.
Yes.
So you're saying that they've got to come out and get on that battlefield and cover every inch of it.
Yes, Edna Karr is one of the most athletic teams we're going to play. They use every inch of the field. They get wide. They'll run every route in the route tree. They run the draw with the running backs. They run the option with the quarterback. And you have to play to the echo of the whistle, and you have to make sure that you cover every square inch of this field.
All right, before goes to key number 3, I want to know if you're ready for this key, because
I'm never ready for them.
You're never ready for this one. Let's move on to key number 3 and see what you've got.
Heinz pizza sauce.
Well, what kind of pizza sauce is it? You're not reading.
I'm sorry. Totally prepared.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You got to get deep inside the keys to the game, my friend.
Hey, stay in the moment, gentlemen. You've prepared for this all season. This is why you play. I mean, this is everything you've worked for from August to now, even in the summer, even 77. This is the moment you've prepared for. Stay in the moment. Don't worry about the last play. Focus on the next play, and you'll do really well tonight.
There you have our why not stop keys to the game. Greed is definitely good. Be prepared.
The only time I want these boys to be greedy.
And tonight they will. Boy, it is such a great atmosphere. The night is really going well. They've stopped the clock over there. Not sure why they've done that, Brett. You can pull the keys to the game now out of there. You got to go hit the positive sign there, or the pause. So you get a good look at I guess that's the Troy Dolls that have made it out here. Last week, not everybody made the trip down here. Glad to see all of the support personnel. Boy, it sounds like high school football here, doesn't it?
Yes, and it feels like high school football. The environment's good. Kind of excited. I hadn't even put my hoodie on yet, and hopefully I won't need it the rest of the night.
I'm just surprised that you don't have shorts on tonight. That's like your man Chuck does down there.
Yeah, I bought into the hype. Everybody was afraid it was going to get cold, so yeah. But I do have them in the truck, though, Doug.
All right, so the Trojans now will employ the bulk of their offensive unit here. One change to make offensively tonight, and that is at the right guard position tonight. And Nick Connery, number 60, will get the start at right guard tonight in place of Brett Bain. Brett Bain did not make the trip tonight, and he is there recovering, and we wish Brett nothing but the best, my friend. We know that you wish that you could be here, and we certainly do that the same. So the junior Connor Reed will get the start at right guard. You'll see the Trojans do a lot of things. They'll go 2 by 2. They'll go the 3 wide receiver set with 2 to the near and 1 to the far side. You will employ a lot of 2 tight end and 2 H-back spots. And, of course, J.T. Lindsay will lead the way. Ty Feaster will trigger things for the Trojans. Offensively, you will see E.J. Scott. You will see Darius Washington. You'll see Tanner Townsend. And, of course, Grayson Thibodeau is out there. I wonder, Nick, if we'll see a little swinging gate to start things like we had last week.
Well, I'm not going to put anything past Coach Bachman, but I will tell you that if there is a lot of positives about this Trojan offense, is that they have put a lot of film out there. They will do a lot of things, so you never know what's going to be next.
Look, and the one thing that we know, this is going to be a very rapidly moving game. Tempo will be the key in this one. The Trojans will try to go as fast as they can. The defense is prepared. You'll see a lot of 5 wide. You won't see the 5 wide from the Trojans. They'll empty the backfield, but they like to keep an extra back in. What's their ability going to be to keep Ty upright, getting the ball out quick? What does he have to do to stay on his feet tonight?
Well, I think the bubble screen one is going to help. The stop routes, I mean, we've done those really well all year, but I will tell you, this Edna Karr secondary is aggressive, and they will. So maybe some of those stop and goes will work. The key is, like we always talk about, Doug, you say with JT, if JT runs the ball 30 times tonight, we're winning this game.
Well, and Coach Bachman and I talked this morning. We went up and visited. And look, when you make a long trip like this, your day of meeting starts very early. So it was about 7:15 this morning that we were in the coach's office talking to him. And that's exactly what he says that the Trojans are going to do. So it should be a tremendous night.
Yeah, and, this offensive line, I mean, they are experienced, obviously, without Bain. That's going to hurt, but they are experienced. As a matter of fact, this is the first game that I can recall of all 12 games that they did not have the same starting offensive line.
That's exactly right.
They had the same 5 all year, so they are experienced. So they've been in the trenches. They've played athletic teams like Karen Crow and big athletic teams like Ruston. They've played teams like St. Thomas More, who is very program driven. They're very monotonous, but get the job done. So these guys are ready, and I know these other 4 offensive linemen are gonna help Reed out.
Well,
so that's going to be the key.
And we've seen Connor Reed come in and play this year.
Yes.
He's been that fill-in throughout. So he's played a lot of left tackle, a lot of left guard, moves over to the right side of the field, and will sit in next to Cam Calderon, between Cam Calderon and Hunter Rivette on that right-hand side. So you've still got 3 juniors starting along that offensive unit. You've got the 2 seniors, the center Cam Calderon and Hunter Rivette. And then, of course, you have the junior and the sophomore in Tanner Townsend and Grayson Thibodeau. Very solid and experienced offensive unit.
Yeah, I would think probably they're going to – and I'll tell you another thing too, Doug, the screen game. The screen game. Edna Karr is very aggressive. Their front 7's very aggressive, so that screen game's probably going to be there as well. And we've seen JT come out the back. We've seen, Townsend, drift out the back as well. So that's going to be key as well.
One of the things that we talked about on that 6-hour trip down here, thank you, traffic, very much, was the fact that Edna Karr is very aggressive defensively. Yes. Watch for a little bit of stop and go on that stop route to EJ and Darius. Watch that stop, and then them try to take a big shot down the field as the Trojans spread it out.
Yeah, and then, like I said, just watching the film, they're very aggressive. They're athletic. They're long. That's another thing too. The front 7 is very long, so Ty's going to have to make sure that he has the windows, to throw through as well. The back end, they have 1 real tall safety, but the other 3. The DBs are, average height, which, average height's probably 5'9", 5'10", which is good.
Who are you telling that's average? That's tall.
Fred Nakar, that's the average height.
Yeah, anything above 5'6" is tall to me, brother.
I will say, I'm excited, I know you are, to see Jalen Johnson and Mingo and Jaden Lewis and Carrot Gaines.
The Island Boys.
Jason Blackwell. Right. I'm excited to see those 5 DBs. Now, it's going to be very critical for our linebackers like Jalen Kirk, Tristan Layfield, O and X and O. It's going to be very critical that they drop in good gap, protection as well if we go into a zone. But I'm excited to see how well they react to this very talented wide receiver core that Edna Karr has.
All right, for those of you that have been around the Trojans for a long time, let's take a trip back to 2020. Very eerily similar game as the Trojans made the way down, not quite this far, but went down to Zachary. Everybody was talking about the Eli Holstein-Zachary matchup against West Monroe that was going to be the semifinal matchup. They even talked about it in the press box, and I said, look, you guys have a good chance to beat West Monroe next week. And they were like, that's not what we meant. I said, that's exactly what you meant. Everybody looks away from this Alexandria team. I think we saw a little of it last week, that they were looking at a Brother Martin Edna Karr matchup.
Yeah, probably. And you know what? That usually is good for us. That's good in our favor. I will tell you this. John Johnson is not the passer Holstein was, okay? But you better watch every play he makes, because until that whistle blows or he's out of bounds or he's on the ground, he's going to try to make something happen.
So we've seen that a lot this year. We saw it in week 1 with Chance Babineau and the Karen Crow Golden Bears. as you see the Trojans make their way to the near side. That's such a great job. They come downfield to E.J. Scott, and similar to a catcher throwing the ball up, and they're stacking it up behind home plate.
That's
These
right.
Trojans led by, I see Jalen Johnson. Showtime Duke is out there. These guys are fired up and ready to go. You'll see them make their way off among all of that coach's staff, and then they'll make that big Trojan walk down the field. So I'm telling you, we're just a few moments away from it. Going to keep it right here. I tell you what, Brett, let's try to cut away for a quick commercial. We'll do that. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're watching the countdown to kickoff right here on 446 Sports.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Time for our red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. It's hot out there, and we want to cool you down with some great savings on your new AC unit. Right now, you could save on a new energy-saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Plus a 10-year parts and labor warranty. Just need a repair? We got you covered too, with $50 off any repair backed by a 2-year parts and labor warranty. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
And we are back to Morris F.X. Jeff Senior Stadium here in Algiers, Louisiana. First time that I've ever been across the bridge that's over there past the Superdome and around that area. And, yeah, it was great. And you remind me that's where the movie Blue Chip was filmed, and Shaq was.
Classic movie.
Yeah, there you have it. Nick Nolte and Shaquille O'Neal and that group
Anthony
on here.
Hardaway.
Were the stars of that one. The Trojans are going to have to rely on all of their stars. You know, we talked last week, Brother Martin wanted to come in and shut down J.T. Lindsey. They did that.
They did.
But what did they not account for?
They did not account for one young Ty Feaster.
Ty Feaster running the football, and he did that and did that well. Start to look at this crowd. I guess they've probably made it all the way in here. I'd tell you, Nick, as I look around, the Trojan fans are equal in number to Edna Karr, and you're going to start to see the Cougars make their way out. And we normally don't like to focus on the other team when they come out, but this is one of the most spirited runouts that you'll find. Well,
no, they line up in the end zone. Then they do it.
I was all Marvin the Martian there.
No, you're good. No, you're good. Then they'll start here in the end zone.
Look, I tell you, it's all about atmosphere. You play a lot in District 2-5A. You got the West Monroe, Washita, all of those teams. It is tremendous to get over into this select division and play all of these different teams. That's just great to see. You see it, and probably one of the greatest traditions in high school football is Edna Karr. They really have a great atmosphere out here.
Yeah, and it's and you know, another thing Coach Bachman was saying at the show was
I like that. The Trojans having none of it as they're going to walk out in the middle of it and punch and counter punch early on in this one. Edna Karr looking over here. The Trojans not glancing that way at all. It is all about business tonight.
Yeah, there's a little chirping whenever they got off the buses, you know, that type stuff. But other than that, it was good. This is exciting, Doug. This really is. This is fun.
Look, this is high school football at its finest. And this is what we've heard a lot about, and it's great to be here. Might not want to zoom in so much on it. Chuck might pan out just a bit. They've got the chalk flying.
Hey, you know what, Doug? They're our colors.
That's
right.
They're
smoking our colors.
There they come out, and we're going to switch over now and get back to our Trojans. Still got a little Marvin the Martian in me. Where's he? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I saw it online, and it was okay, but We brought out the purple. Oh, here we go.
Look, if you don't think these guys aren't coached up and ready to go, oh, goodness gracious, here we go. Trojan fans cheering their Trojans on, and here come your Alexandria Trojans. Tanner Townsend leads the way. My Mingo is there. And a host of your ASH Trojans. You see Kirkland Bates. You see Jalen Johnson. And soon as the smoke clears, why? We'll see the captains. For Edna Karr on the far side, I see Taj Butler, number 15. Also there is number 51. That is Bernard Jones. We'll let the smoke clear before we get the others. Have not had the Trojan captain step up just yet.
At this time, we'd like to ask that you please stand and remove your caps for the playing of our national
We're going to leave it right here, and we'll turn it over to our PA for the playing of National Anthem. And there you have the greatest tradition in sports, and that's our national anthem. Captains for your Trojans tonight, my Mingo is there. Cam Calderon, Ty Feaster, and Jeremiah Jeffers Wright. The last couple for Edna Karr. Levi Darren's aboard, number 7, and number 5 is Edward Brown. Boy, we are here and ready to go. Big crowd back home, wherever you are. Welcome to Alexandria Trojan football. Edna Karr comes out locked arm in arm. Trojans walking out. This is getting ready to be a heavyweight battle tonight, Nick.
Yes, sir.
Again, just about 3 minutes, but they'll run some of that off. Trojans, of course, the visiting team, will call the toss, and did not bring this up with Coach Bachman, so I don't know what his thoughts are, but normally likes to defer and go out there and see what his defense can do. And the defense has allowed 9 points in 2 playoff games, and those 9 were to Bonneville in end of game time, if you will. Trojans look like they've won the toss.
Maybe.
Yep, Alexandria has won the toss, and they have elected to defer, and that will put Edna Karr and that high-powered offense. How often do you think you defer to put Edna Karr out on offense?
Well, you know what? The way the defense played last week, I mean, let's ride the hot hand, Doug.
Tried to visit with Josh Mercer, the defensive coordinator, a little bit on the trip down here at lunch, and he was as focused as I've seen.
Yeah, it's you know, you get him Tuesday night at the show, and he's one way, but boy, whenever the game day hits, he's another.
Man, it's been a long time since the show. It was Tuesday night, last night. Of course, Thanksgiving night didn't have it, but the Trojans went out, practiced, and had a great practice. Here we go. This is Morris F.X. Jeff Senior Stadium in Algiers, Louisiana.
How often does this happen, Doug? The visiting team running the chain gang, or 2 of the 3 on the chain gang.
Very interesting, to say the least.
All right, boys, we got 48 minutes of football, and the rest of your lives remember it.
Channing Mesh can't believe his setter is Ed Bodie. He is right beside where I'm at. That's Channing. Channing Mesh set to kick. And we've had a lot of pomp and we've had a lot of circumstance, gentlemen. Here we go. Channing Mesh going right to left. Again, Nick Magneno set to bring you quarterfinal action. It's Alexandria. It's Edna Karr. A trip to the semifinals on the line. And here we go. Good foot put into this one. It's going to spin around. Coach said he had to watch it, and that one is bobbled around. You've got to get him on the ground, though, because these guys can fly when they're with the football, and does. He said the one thing you had to watch out for is their kick return game because it's special.
Yeah, Taryn Francis on that, and he's one of their receivers, and he is an athlete. He's fun to watch.
Jaden Lewis back in. Good to see him back in there and playing. Jason Blackwell, Jaden Lewis back patrolling. You see them with a little high five.
Yeah, we have Carrick Gaines in here, Doug. So it looks like they're going 5 DBs, and then Jalen
Kirk over there. That's right. You got X and O in the middle of it. Defensive line is a 3-man front. It's got Nelson, Mason, and Jeffers right. Mingo to the far side. Jalen Johnson, Showtime Duke is over here. And here we go. This is John Johnson in the backfield. He's got 3 to the top, 1 to the near side. Snap is back. Play action. Trying to go get it all right here. And there's going to be a hold. And that was simply because he was beat on the play. So you grab you some of that. And hang on, that's a high school defensive play.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to call a hold or a pass interference. Was the ball in the air yet?
Oh, the ball was in the air.
Then that should be probably PI then, huh?
And
yeah, pass interference. Yeah.
Both hands.
Yeah.
Play action, pump fake, given the time to get down the field. Trojans are going to have to get inside to Johnson.
Yeah, and Jaden was out last week.
Boy, I see those receivers you're talking about, number 80 and number 17, have a lot of size to them.
Oh, yeah.
That's Keith Jones and Oliver Mitchell. Both go 6'3". Johnson from the 44. Handoff goes up the middle, sidestepping. There's a hold to the near side. That one's not called and driven out of bounds at the 25, but Jalen was getting held along the way.
He's got it back here. Yep. He's got it back here.
All
he
right.
does.
And so,
we just couldn't see the flag.
Again, as you're going around, Jalen's getting grabbed. But when you see separation from it, that's a no-brainer right in front of the side, Judge. So the holding giveth and the holding taketh away.
Yeah, we just couldn't see the flag, Doug, because we're so close to the field. But
2 plays, 2 penalties. That will put Edna Karr behind the sticks for the first time tonight, just their 3rd play coming up.
Yeah, so they're +5 for the night. We had a 15-yard pass interference. They had a 10-yard hold there.
From the spot of the foul, it's going to be first down and, 10.
Yeah.
Because it was at the first down marker when they pushed it back.
Yeah.
So here we go, 3 to the top, 1 to the near side. Johnson is in the backfield with Smith, Dejon Smith. Play action to Smith now, quickly over the middle. That pass is complete. And coming all the way back and making that is Amarion Ford. But John Johnson, just as advertised, the way he throws that football.
Yeah, and that's where O's going to have to get that depth. If they're going to play zone off of him, O's going to have to get a little deeper on that one.
Need to see, you're going to see if there's an official's timeout to measure.
No.
Oh, they're setting the stick up because it got.
Yeah.
That's why you don't have the visiting
That's
team.
right.
Because they'll kink the chain on you.
Hey.
and I bet
that's
the
gamesmanship.
Oh, he got a cramp. I bet the chain don't get kinked when the Trojans have the football. I didn't even suggest that, did I? First down and 10 from the 39-yard line. Stacked 3 receivers to the near side this time. And, boy, when you see them in person, you really see that size. Johnson in the backfield with Smith. 3 closest to us now in motion. Back. Play action once again. Going over the top. Mingo's got position. And he goes up and he almost one-hands that thing. What a play. What a play by Amarion Mingo. Would have come down out of bounds. But do you see him go up and get that with one hand?
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Ooh, that would have been nice. Yeah, for sure, Doug. And that's where the sophomore quarterback, he looks great on 5 or 6 throws. Then there's one there that you can try to take advantage of.
Well, he's back there again, is John Johnson, has Dejon Smith in there with him.
Like a little more depth on our safeties, but, they know the film more than I do.
Two to the far side, one this way. Second down and 10 from the 39. Snap is back. Smith has it up the middle.
Good job,
First time up the middle, and that Trojan defense is there. And that's big time right up the middle.
Yeah, Jordan Mason on that tackle there. Great play there for no gain. Third and long.
Third down and 10 now for Edna Karr from the 39. Have to get inside the 30 to the 29. 10 and a half to go in the first. Just underway, first drive of the night. 4-down territory for Edna Karr. We've got to believe. Snap is back. Play action. Johnson going there, going again. This time it's complete to the near side, running free, trying to get to the corner, and doesn't do it, but a big pass to Oliver Mitchell.
Yeah, that's one where Jalen Kirk, he was actually there, probably started looking in the backfield a little much, and 17 ran by him, but coverage wasn't awful, but got to clean that up. But like I said, Doug, they'll play every inch of this field.
Inside the red zone for Edna Karr. They're at the 17. Smith has it. He's trying to get to the far side. Not happening. Amarion Ford comes up and makes that big-time play.
Yeah, Amarion Ford met him in the hole. Perfect job. Good form tackle. Held him, brought him all the way to the ground. Great solo tackle there. And 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. John Johnson and Smith in the backfield. Johnson likes to run play. Oh, that one was sniffed out. He was trying to come for a quick hitter. And here comes pressure in the backfield. But Johnson is getting away and throws that one out of bounds, and a good one-handed snag on the side. The Trojans defense covered up that quick screen, and Johnson had nowhere to go.
Well, yes, sir, and I'll tell you something else. Xavier White did exactly what he was supposed to. He got there. He put pressure on him. He wasn't excessive whenever he brought him down. That was a great play there.
Johnson and Smith, we've not seen Johnson run yet. You got to keep an eye on that young man, because this is where he likes to run. They'll still spread it out. They run the 2-by-2 formation. John Johnson back at quarterback, the sophomore for Edna Karr. Calling out signs to his receivers, brings a man in motion now. Snap is back. Johnson looking end zone, throws that one to the far side. Coming up, making a big time.
Oh, no!
They're going to call roughness on Mingo there, and that's just terrible. He doesn't know if he's got it or not. He goes up for it. Boy, getting bailed out on that one.
Boy, that was very late, Doug. That was he looked at it for 5 seconds before he dropped that flag. I think they might call that off.
They're saying if it's uncatchable.
It's way over his head. I mean, unless they're calling
unless they just call roughness on him, or a defenseless player, if you will. But, boy, that's a tough one on a ball that was defended so well by the Trojans' defense. Mingo on the far side of it, a ball that wasn't catchable. And we'll see what the official has here. Oh, they're calling personal foul. See, that's how you get out of that play, by calling the personal foul. And the Trojan fans and Coach Bachman having an earful over with the side judge again, same as last week. And he doesn't like much the officials agreeing with him.
Yeah.
Don't agree with me. 9:20 to go here. Edna Karr bailed out on that one. First down and goal from the 7-yard line, it looks like. They'll mark at the 8.
Wait, why are they giving them third down?
3rd and 1.
It was not
because
post
you had
possession?
It back. No. Johnson calls for it, and here is that run by Johnson. Looking at the option, pitches it perfectly. Blackwell not there in time. That's a touchdown. And boy, I'm telling you what, that's a long, good drive defensively by the Trojans. Edna Karr bailed out on that one and able to go in and get into the end zone. And they lead this one 6-0. 9:11 to go. But Johnson ran that option perfectly.
Yeah, no, he's excellent at that. And he got hit really hard, and it was a perfect pitch, and 12 got to the corner there. But something about those home side line judges in New Orleans, Doug. I know they're not from here, but that was rough.
PAT set to come in. Snap is back, good pressure, but the kick is up and even outside of that twisted upright. 6-0. Edna Karr strikes first, and they lead it. We'll be back right after this. You're watching ASH Trojan football on 446 Sports.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Lock On.
Walk-Ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Back to work we go. Trojans trail this one 6-0. Had a pretty good defensive series there, but unable to keep Edna Karr off the board. Extra point is missed. We'll keep an eye on that tonight as you look at the kicking game, and the Trojans have been pretty solid on theirs. 85 set to kick this off, and that is Jaden Hunter, the junior kicker. This one is high, and it is back. Comes to the near side. Right up the middle, and there's a burst. Oh, runs into his own player, does E.J. Scott. That hole closed in quick, and that was JT out there blocking.
Yeah, JT was blocking, was blocked into him. So, hey, it's a good starting field position. It should be at the 28-yard line. So,
Trojans back in action and ready to go. E.J. Scott, Darius Washington to the far side. They come out with two tight ends, or an H-back and a tight end. Handoff is going to go to JT up the middle, banging around it. Nothing there, though, with that Edna Karr offense or defensive line.
Yeah, but that's what they need to do, Doug. They need to keep that. They need to keep pounding, just like last week, and he'll bust one soon enough.
They switch sides, so it's Grayson Thibodeau that's the H-back. Townsend settles into the tight end position. Feaster back to pass, zips this one over to the near side. Darius has it. Darius needs to make a man miss. He's knocked around and down. Got to mark that out near the 38-yard line, 37-yard line. Have to get to the 38 for the first down.
Yeah, 8-yard gain there on that little out route, bubble screen type. And it's short and long. Good start here for the Trojans.
Trojans need to convert right here. Keep this drive going. It's against a 4-3 front. Actually bring another linebacker in. Snap is high, but JT's got it. He's going to bust over, and they'll mark him. Oh, look, they're running. They ran in and came in at an angle, but the Trojans, I got to believe, if it's short, they'll go for it. They'll run tie up here. Boy, that's they had it. They started from outside the 38. It's football. Here we go, 8:03. I don't expect Ty to creep in here. Here he comes in. Call for it, and there's they're maybe calling offsides on this one.
Yeah, they are. The top guy's calling offside.
There you go. That was spotted well, and the Trojans will get the benefit of it there, 5 yards.
Got to watch E.J. Scott. He's hurt from the kickoff. Looks like they're looking at his right knee, but he looks like he might. Yeah, he's going on the field now.
And he'll get back in the game. That is a 5-yard penalty and a first down. Two receivers to the near side. It's been the two that we've seen so far, Darius and EJ. Snap is high.
Yeah, that's what I say. I don't know if I've seen a team, Doug, I don't know if I've seen a team this close to the line of scrimmage on the defense. And here we go.
So you're saying the encroachment is a thing.
I mean,
encroachment is the call in high school.
Yes.
So 10 yards in back-to-back plays for the Trojans without snapping the football. It's first down and 5.
Yeah, that was Frederick Hart, who's a senior, so that was kind of surprising.
Trojans near midfield. They scrimmage from the 48, first down and 5. Handoff up to JT. Spins around, gets off of a tackler, and dives forward for a couple. They'll give him maybe 3 on it. It'll be second down and 2. Just a short 2, long 1.
Hey, and Doug, they're going right behind. I like it. They're going right behind Reed to see, on that one. And, of course, Cam Pancake, number 90 on that. Excellent block.
You've also got Townsend on that far side. Another high snap. JT, he had a chance to bust through there, but that's big-time work. Going to be very near the first down.
Yeah, we'll see where they
Big hit by number 15, Tajay Butler.
Yeah, first down. Excellent.
Tajay Butler comes up and makes a big-time hit, but it's not until the Trojans strike for the first down.
Yeah, all he needed was 1 yard. But
more traditional set. You've got Kirkland Bates to the near side now. The toss goes to JC. Getting in space, good block by Thibodeau. JT out to the 31-yard line and a big-time run.
Yeah, he just took the sweep to the right there. Great block by Thibodeau.
Now you've got Kirkland back to the near side. Still, EJ not in.
16-yard gain there, Doug.
Still keeping an eye on EJ Scott.
Yeah, 16 yards on that sweep there.
Darius in the slot. Here comes motion to the near side in Thibodeau. They'll look the far side. Now the throwback. That's got D-Dub.
It's there.
He's got blockers. Darius, oh, he's tripped up. But not after a big first down run, and the Trojans are off and going. You have to pay this drive off.
Yeah, 14 yards on that screen there to Darius, and looked like he was. Looks like he was 1 block short of getting there.
Snap is back. Now the toss to the near side. JT cuts it up, banging around outside the 10 to the 12.
Yeah, 4-yard gain there, Doug.
These yards by JT are grinding on that Edna Karr defense early. 2nd down and 6. Give him 4 yards on the carry.
Yes, sir.
2 receivers to the far side. They'll make it 2nd and 5. Inside handoff, but that interior line was just blown up.
Yeah, that's one where the hole is actually just to his left, unfortunately. Looks like we have a loss of 2 there, Doug.
5:45. It'll be 3rd down and 9. They'll accredit him with a 4-yard loss. 3rd down and 9 now back to the 15-yard line. Trojans have to get to the 4. 5.5 remaining. You do have Darius in the slot on the far side, and no safety help over the top. The guy manning him up, though, is to the inside. It'll be hard to get to the inside. Feaster running, got a wide open tight end. Is Tanner Townsend. Tanner's going to be shy of the first down.
No, he's there. Yeah, I think he's there.
Yeah, they give him the first down and goal.
Yeah. Yeah, 7-yard gain there on that. But what a great play by Ty to get out of the pocket.
How about the time it took for that to develop?
Yes, and Tanner on that 7-yard gain on that drag route from the backside.
Boy, got just what he needed out to the 6-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Feaster has JT behind him. Up the middle's been tough. They'll try it again. JT banging around inside the 5 to the 3. And the Trojans will continue to go this tempo. Get up to the line of scrimmage, and they look to the near side, getting the calls in as they come in from about 4 different coaches, 2 players, and 1 ball boy.
Hey, and Edna Karr's defense will overplay, Doug. If you can catch them, they will overplay.
They're moving out now. They spread a guy out, spread their linebackers out. Here comes motion again. Throwback is there. Boy, that's a dangerous throw, but D-Dub's got it. Not going to gain anything. Boy, that's gutsy there.
Yeah, that was tough. Look for JT on that one. JT's wide open. Hopefully, Coach K's probably seeing that up top, and will probably call that this here in the future.
Trojans looking to get into the end zone here and tie it up. 3rd down and goal. Ball rests inside the 5-yard line. Not quite to the 4. Cam Calderon makes some adjustments on that offensive line. Snap is back. Feaster looking. He's got pressure. Got to throw this one into the backside, and it's caught. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, JT Lindsey there.
JT Lindsey. And look, that's that area where that tree's hanging over, and it's dark back there, and you can't see where it's at. Trojans now bring out Bodie Van Dyke with an opportunity to take the lead here early on. Well, what a drive that was, Nick.
Yes, excellent drive. You run the ball, you pass the ball. You're very balanced on that one, and exciting to watch.
The kick is up.
Oh.
And it's no good, and we are tied here at 6. We'll leave it right here. Let's leave it right here and then kind of recap that drive. Nick, you come out big after the drive from Edna Karr to start things out. But I'm telling you, it was Feaster, it was Townsend, it was EJ while he was here, it was Darius making some good plays. Boy, it was just a complete spread out drive.
Yeah, 13-yard drive there. Started about so it should be a 62-yard drive, 13-play drive, 62 yards. You had 8 rushing plays on that one. You had 5 pass plays. I have Ty, 5 for 5 right now. The one wasn't it was a completion, but he didn't get any yards on it. And what a great touch pass to JT Lindsay on that out route.
And you had just called that JT was going to be open on there. And you coming along. It took you 13 weeks, but you're doing a tremendous job.
Well, hey,
at it.
I call LSU plays all the time. It's
That's
just
right.
I had to get used to the Trojan offense.
There you have it.
You didn't know I was the best offensive coordinator LSU has?
Who knew? Edna Karr comes up to
That's
play
over
the
his head.
onside kick, and that gets over his head and is going to squib and go out of bounds. No flags on the field. But, boy, everybody, they saw mesh out there, so they come up for the onside, and Channing just puts it over their head. Does go out of bounds, though, and that is where Edna Karr will take over to start this second possession here. Each team has a touchdown. Each team has a missed extra point. Edna Karr set to come out for their second offensive series. So the shutout is gone. Time to get out and play some. I didn't see what happened on the kick on the extra point. Did you see?
Yeah, he just pushed it right. I mean, he didn't miss-hit it that bad. He just pushed it right. Just probably a little excitement. Probably didn't want to duck hook it like the Karr kicker did.
All right, coming out, 3 receivers set. Actually 4 now as they tuck one inside the numbers. Johnson is back there with Smith. Snap is back, quick throw over there. Oh, and it's in and out of the hands. That's your man jumping that route, wasn't he?
Yeah, Jalen Kirk on that one. And, I mean, great play there. But once again, that's the opportunity that this young quarterback's going to give you. And you've got to take advantage of those.
Look, the band's playing, the cannon's going off, everything's happening on that one.
That is one that you need. Of course, we had one last week against Brother Martin that we took advantage of that they didn't make.
Giving him a big cushion now, motion to the far side. They're going that way, coming up, and it's complete once again to 17. And they're going after the cushion where Lewis is playing off. That's complete to Oliver Mitchell.
Yeah, that's just one of those zone reads there, and it's just a stop route. He just found the opening and took advantage of that.
And you just got to be careful. You don't want him running right by you. First down and 10, Edna Karr. They're back inside of Trojan territory. Handoff goes up the middle. Good pressure by X, but runs around the tackle. Coming to the near side, and that is going to be an 11, 12-yard pickup.
You see how this young man kind of pauses and kind of glide. He kind of takes that pause. That's what I noticed on film. He lets his blocks work for him, work in front of him, and really sets him up well. On that one, Carrick thought, because he paused, and then he jump-stepped and got past him.
First and 10 from the 35-yard line for Edna Karr. Threatening once again. Play action. Going again is Johnson, and he has found his man 17. And that, my goodness, is that every reception of that young man?
I'm not keeping their offensive stats, though.
Well,
but it has
he's
been
coming out on this play.
Yeah.
So.
I think maybe 14 may have had one earlier, but good thing is 17's not out there now. But
2:48 to go here in the first. Tied at 6. Edna Karr on the move once again. 3 receivers set, one to the far side. Handoff goes up the middle, but there's Aiden Walker and Xavier White.
Yeah, we'll take that. That's a good stop there for maybe 2-3 yards. Way to fill the hole there, Aiden and Xavier.
Have only seen the option ran one time. That
for the touchdown.
That led to the touchdown, and it was down here. A lot of space to this near side. Still 17 on the sideline, getting a quick breather as he's been very active. Play action going over the middle, and it's complete to 14, touchdown. And that is inside to Tyreek Brigalia for the touchdown, and Edna Karr 2 for 2 on offensive possessions.
Yeah, that's one that the inside linebackers are going to have to get a little depth there. And, of course, that play fake, Doug, I mean,
it holds the linebackers, and it sets up that secondary opening in the zone.
That's exactly what's going to happen. And it's either that or you man-to-man them, and watch
them run by.
Yeah, they're tough to man-to-man. But hey, we knew we were going to have to score a lot of points tonight, and I think Alexandria can do it.
This is going to be a shootout. We certainly figured that. We've got a timeout coming up. Snap is back. Kick is up. And I'm seeing why that goalpost is tilted this way. 13-6. We'll be right back. You're watching ASH Trojan football on 446 Sports.
Time for our red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. It's hot out there, and we want to cool you down with some great savings on your new AC unit. Right now, you could save on a new energy-saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Plus a 10-year parts and labor warranty. Just need a repair? We got you covered too, with $50 off any repair backed by a 2-year parts and labor warranty. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin.
Back to live action we go. Setting up, teeing things up is Jaden Hunter. Back deep to receive JT Lindsay and EJ Scott.
Yeah, good to see EJ back there, Doug.
Darius Washington now comes up to the 25-yard line. Jimmy Duncan is in. Kirkland Bates is here. And that kick is high, and it is deep. And there is EJ. EJ's got it at the 10, now 15. Looking for the middle. Going to be knocked down. Good special teams work by Edna Karr out to the 23-yard line where the Trojans will start. They trail 13-6.
Jules Baptiste on that tackle. He just pushed 2 Trojans to get to that ball. He just pushed them out of the way.
Look, you got Edna Karr all the way over here covering the swinging gate. They watched a little film.
Yes, they did.
Watched some of the broadcasts last week.
They're a well-coached team.
Absolutely,
they're a
they
well-coached team.
3
Bryce Brown
receivers
does
to
a
the
great
far
job.
side. It's got Kirkland Bates in the middle. EJ and Darius flank him. JT in the backfield. Snap throw coming out of the backfield to Darius. Darius trying to get to the corner, spun around and slung down out of bounds. And I'm telling you, guys, yeah, it's boy, Trojans pick up 9 there.
I'm not going to say anything, Doug.
Nope, smile and wave, boys.
I'm smiling and waving.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. 2 to the near side. Check that. It's 3. Second down and short. Here's that play just to the other side. Darius has to make a man miss. Does it right in front of us. Picks up the first down. Give him 4. And the ball's out to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, 2-yard gain on that. 2 little bubble screens there. Just, you get them horizontal, Doug, and then maybe you can pop one over the top here.
Well, you've seen Edna Karr's defense just creep up and creep up. They're all within 5 yards of the ball.
And they're very aggressive.
Coming after JT here. JT,
that's
if he gets it, there's a face mask.
He's shielded.
JT Lindsay on the carry.
Well, when the head goes down and to the side.
Yeah, 4-yard gain there right off that. Great block there by Townsend out here on the south side.
Second down and 6 right in front of us. Ball rests at the 38-yard line. D-Dub going in motion, but JT's going to get it and come to this side. Good piece of blocking as JT spins around for the first down. But I'm telling you, Morris and this side, Morris and Pearl are doing big work on the left side of the field.
Yeah, the play before that, they brought Townsend on with them, and that play they pulled the guard, and just doing a great job here.
Minute 2 remaining in the first. It is 13-6. Each team has scored on their possessions. 2 for Edna Karr, 1 for the Trojans, as they slowly get a man off. Might would have went in there and tried to snap that football. This is where we had a couple of offsides from Edna Karr the last series. 22 on the play clock, no rush. 2 to the far, 1 to the near side. The lone receiver's D-Dub. Handoff goes up the middle, and JT trying to bust through, was just 1 away. That's the things that we saw at the end of last game that added up where JT was getting those big runs.
Yeah, I do like the fact, Doug, that it's starting earlier for him. He's getting some holes opening earlier. There's a lot of confidence right now with that front 5 we have. Front 6
8 men in the box for Edna Karr.
Yeah.
And they are playing it. If you can just slip, boy, look at them still, how close they are to the line of scrimmage. If you can get JT through, but it's difficult to do, and it's going to be 3rd down. Yeah, when they are forcing Ty Feaster to beat them. Here's an opportunity for Ty to pull it and take off around the outside, but it may be the second quarter before he does that, as there's 8 and 7 and 6 on the play clock. Ty looking like he wants to get one going.
Maybe he can get offside. Oh,
he got offsides.
yeah.
Indeed, he did.
Who are they
So
going to call
that'll be
first?
That'll be a free 5.
Yeah, are they going to call the defense? Yep, they're good, because unfortunately Pearl had moved as well. But we'll take that.
Should be one untimed down here.
Yeah.
And it'll be 3rd down and short.
the guy with the 3rd down, the down marker, he was already where the spot was going to be.
From the 40,
he's a local. He's a
from
local.
the 45-yard line, one untimed down because of the defensive penalty. 2 to the top. Kirkland Bates is in there at the slot. Snap is back. JT's got it. JT off the side. JT spinning inside the 40 and almost had it to the 39. That's a 1st down. And what an explosive first quarter of play. Trojans on their 2nd drive. They'll do that when we come back. You're watching ASH Trojan football on 446 Sports. Getting ready for 2nd quarter action here. Out in the stands once again, and love it out here. Able to hang out with a whole lot of Trojan fans. And, boy, it's our pleasure to be out here. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Thanks to those of you back at Walk-Ons, our Coaches Show sponsor that is watching this back home in Alexandria and a lot of the businesses around and wherever you are around this great state. We welcome you to 446 Sports. Trojans will go from the 39-yard line. They move left to right. Right in front of us now is where we sit.
The only negative to being on this side is seeing the 1st down markers when they're in front of the players. That's my gauge on my stats for my.
Trojans need to stay in the red zone down here where it's clear.
That's right.
Stacked formation for the Trojans. They've got 3 receivers, but right off the tight end. JT is to the near side. Here comes motion, and the ball hits the turf. That's going to be the defense pushing the center, we believe.
Well, with the white hat calling it, I wonder what he's.
Oh, they're marking it back. They're going to call
infraction,
motion.
I guess. Yeah.
Full start on the Trojans. 5-yard penalty.
Not mad at that one.
No.
Because the ball was going to be back there and it was going to be 2nd down.
Yeah.
So it is 1st down and 15 from the 34-yard line.
And I think that's the first penalty on Alexandria's offense.
That was the first play of the 2nd quarter. I think the clock should be back to 12 minutes as nothing had started there. So they'll reset, put the 4 seconds back on the clock. You don't think that 4 seconds is important now? Ask Les Miles.
Yeah.
Wow, if you can't.
Yeah, you went there, didn't you?
It's one of those Mr. Peabody ones, huh? Had to go way back for that one. Follow along with us if you're at home. 13-6. Trojans face 1st down and 15 from the Edna Karr 44. And again, just a lot of movement by the Cougars running that same play. JT, the play action. Feaster's got to get around the corner and does. Squaring up, throwing this one, and it just had to get away. Goodness, great work of eluding the blitzer, though.
Yeah. I've been impressed with him tonight with that aspect because this is a very fast defensive front that they have. And like I said, that one probably could have went to the outside, but, he's on the run and lived to play another down here.
A lot of room to the far side as the ball sits just to the left of that hash mark on the near side. Trojans 2 to the top. 1 to this side. They're running that inside screen, and that's trouble. That may have been intercepted on the ground. Falls on the ground and intercepts it. They're calling incomplete. They're saying it hit the ground.
Yeah,
the Trojans dodge a bullet there from Edward Brown.
Yeah, no, Kirkland Bates decleated that DB. It bounced first.
11:45 to go. Trojans got to believe 4 down territory from down here unless they don't get any yardage here. Edna Karr has stepped off of their coverage just a little bit, passing situation. That doesn't mean that JT won't take the toss and go off the far side. Here comes Edna Karr showing blitz.
Yeah, Doug, I don't know if I've seen any defense this year have this much movement pre-snap.
Oh, they're all over the place. 11 seconds on the play clock. Got to get something going. 7 and 6 and 5 on the play clock. Down to 3, now 2. 1 to snap is back. Good pressure. That's DJ Scott's got it in the middle, down to the 20-yard line, and that's a first down. And boy, that's big time. EJ coming off again, shaking up again, giving everything he's got.
Yeah, 26-yard gain there on that slant route. Perfect timing there, excellent play. Good protection by the offensive line as well.
Mike Mingo comes in and spells EJ Scott as he drops into the slot, but first down and 10 for the Trojans from the 18-yard line. And what a big-time throw and catch. Feaster and company driving Brett crazy, looking to the near sideline. 11-12 and counting until halftime. Trojans do get the ball to start things off. Boy, this is not only good, they're not scoring as fast as normal and able to get that defense some rest. Handoff goes to JT. JT jumps over a couple of people. Will only get to the 16-yard line, so give him 2 maybe on that carry, and Trojans go tempo.
We'll take that. Of course, the defense in there, number 90, came with the pulling tackle and guard there.
Mingo uncovered, trying to get somebody out on, but they know that Boy, watch for the Trojans to jump in there and throw that ball pretty quick. So number 8 sneaks in, gets down, tries to listen to the cadence, and then goes back out to cover the slot receiver. Snap is back, play action to JT. There's Mingo getting just abused, and here comes the penalty flag. He played it a little bit too.
Yeah.
He had the.
Yeah, no, he's. You know what, Doug? I mean, they called him, so
Look,
he earned one.
If you're beat in this league, you got to change that rule in high school football.
Right.
If you're beat,
That's right.
just grab hold.
I will say this: Caleb Pearl, left tackle, has been a little lame on the past 2 plays, so hopefully he can walk that off.
Already down a offensive lineman. Big shout out once again to Brett Bain, who is back home watching this one. That pass interference play gets the Trojans inside the 7 to the 6, where it is first down and goal. Trojans back down here. You got JT now. Thibodeau is the H-back. Tight end, of course, Tanner Townsend, and you've got that big offensive unit, and a timeout is being whistled here. Pushed it back just a little bit as they had marked off 12 or 13 on it. We'll take that. Put their right foot in and took the right foot out and marked it off, and here we go. 10-21, first down and goal for the Trojans inside the 10-yard line. They rest at the 8-yard line. Ty's going to keep it himself, right up the middle, banging around inside the 1 and near the goal line. Here's Ty Feaster. How about a little sneak up and go right here?
Yeah, 6-yard gain there right up the middle, and that quarterback keeper for Ty Feaster.
Look, watch Ty sneak in there now. They're running that short yardage play. And Edna Karr savvy to it as they bunch in all 9 non-covering players to it.
They don't have anybody on the center. Well, yeah, now he's coming up. There.
Yeah,
so.
Ty's, here comes the sneak in. There's nobody on him. He go left side and he's in. Right up the middle, and there's the push.
Nope.
They marked him shy of it. Oh, my goodness.
Near the goal line. No score.
I didn't think you could go forward and not get into the end zone.
Well.
But again, you continue to run that clock.
Yeah, well. Just there's something about the home side judge that first half. So just we're not friends right now. We need to become
in the
friends.
Same category. Ty, the only one getting abused in this. The scrum is on into the end zone. Touchdown, Ty Feaster. Touchdown, Trojans. Oh, baby, how about that one? Ty Feaster capping off another big, long drive. 9:12 remaining. Bodie Van Dyke looking to tie things up. It is 13-12 now. Just a masterful drive by the Trojans. That big third down completion. Kick is up, and we are knotted at 13. And take a quick 30-second timeout, catch your breath, but join us right back here at Morris Jeff Senior Stadium. We'll be right back.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 in East Pineville behind Arby's.
13-13, Edna Karr and Alexandria. We told you it was going to be a heavyweight battle. Channing Mesh set to kick. Still have 9 men up within 10 yards of the ball. And that one is kicked deep. You got to come back and cover this. Edna Karr's kick return game is solid. Look at him going up the middle to the far side. You got to get, there's a hold. So it's going to come back. A little premature jocularity on the far side over there as that one's coming all the way back. Official from this, and we told you, and that was one of Coach Bachman's concerns. But tell me about Christian Ray still chasing and not giving up.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's on them.
Oh, they're marching it back.
Yeah.
So, we've seen big runs like that. He gets that full head of steam. Might be worth kicking the ball out of bounds deep.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, Doug, even if you squib it down there, I mean, these guys, if they get it clean.
Oh, no, I bang it out of bounds every time you score here now.
Yeah.
Or onside kick it and give yourself a chance to get it. High kick it, squib kick it, pooch kick it, something.
Yeah.
Wow, they are just explosive.
Let's see what adjustments here Coach Merce makes on the backside here.
Trojans need a stop here. Of course, we told you they get the ball to start the second half. Need a stop and a score. But Edna Karr just so powerful. First time we've seen this set, they've got 4 wide receivers, 2 stacked on either side. Johnson calls for it. Handoff is up the middle, but banged around. That's good work by the defensive line, setting up that secondary line of scrimmage, and the ball comes out. They're calling it down, and I believe it was also.
Yeah, Nelson and White there on the tackle.
So they blow up the offensive line and knock them back into the ball carrier.
Yeah, no, great job there by Jeremiah. Since they moved Jeremiah to that defensive tackle position, it has really brought him some energy. He's done a really good job out there on that outside.
Second down and 8-27 and counting until halftime. Snap is back, looking over the field, but the swing out is there. Come up and make a tackle. Oh, wow, continuing down the field, and that's just tackling mishaps by the Trojans.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. I mean, we talked about you have to make the tackle. That was Jeremiah and Xavier coming from the center to push him out of bounds there at the very end.
So the couple of missed tackles here, you missed the INT earlier. The Trojans have got to find a way. They were making every play last week. Snap is back. Handoff to the far side is Smith. Smith getting to the outside before he is hammered out of bounds. Still a 5-yard carry.
Yeah, Xavier White there. We got Carrot Gaines on the outside. Didn't keep contained. He's got to get up the field, keep that contained, force him into where X can make that tackle inside and not have to run to the sideline there to make that tackle.
Clock stops on the out-of-bounds play at the 8-minute mark. Ball rests at the 47-yard line. Second down and 4. They'll give him 6 on the play. RPO, he's going to keep it himself up the middle. Bouncing around. Trojans finishing it off in the backfield. Big time work. And look, that's Gaines just flying through there.
Yeah, Gaines came through. Mason finished him off. But once again, Carrick's got to make that tackle.
Yep.
He's got to make that tackle because this guy's so elusive and just so quick.
Third down and long for Edna Karr. Ball back on their side of the field to the 49. 7.5 remaining until halftime. We're knotted at 13. You see that on the Wallace High Associate scoreboard. Play action, now going back to pass. Got a man wide open, and it's complete to his favorite target. That once again with, I got to believe, his 5th catch is number 17, the junior wide receiver, Oliver Mitchell.
Yeah, Jalen just doesn't have enough depth there, and kind of, I mean, watching in the backfield, and just, you got to try to feel the receiver and watch when the ball comes out, just not quite enough depth.
This sophomore quarterback making all the plays so far. Handoff goes to Smith up the middle. He's met by that interior line, and they're going to pull him down.
Yeah, Nelson initially with his stop, he ran into his back, and then Xavier and Mason bring him down on the stop for still a 3-yard gain.
New running back in for Edna Karr. That is Desmond Favorite in there.
Yeah, they'll go 7 receivers deep, and they'll go 4 running backs deep, Doug, tonight.
Just one quarterback, and that is John Johnson, and he has been solid. He's back to pass. That one's covered up. Good work, but you got to spin around. Got to maintain coverage. And that's Mingo getting in there and knocking it away. And my says no on that one, and it will
Number 11.
be an incomplete pass. Thought he had a chance to come up with that one, but the ball comes out when he hits the ground. Great piece of work.
Yeah, and we're very fortunate on that one, Doug, that he threw it, because he had a lot of open green turf in front of him.
He's been hit a couple of times and might be feeling it. Back to pass now. There's that slant again, and it's complete. Trojans have not been able to account for that slant as they release inside coverage. And that time it was
14.
Number 14, Taryn Francis, and it's first down and goal inside the 1. Handoff goes up the middle. Trojans dive in, and it's a touchdown.
Thought Ford might have met him. Ford met him in the hole, but just he went over him.
Certainly not the game we saw last week in this one, but we knew it wouldn't be, and this just shows you Trojans can play any type of football.
Yeah, and you know one thing on that one, Doug, they ran the ball more on that drive, you know, because we had dropped, you know, 6 back, 7 back, but
that slant is still there.
Yeah.
19-13. Edna Karr with the lead. Got a timeout coming. Snap is there. Hold is up. Kick is good. And it's 20-13. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching ASH Trojan Playoff Football on 446 Sports.
6:09 remaining.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier. Transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
We're back to live action here. JT Lindsay to the far side, EJ Scott to the near side. If there's anything short, you've got Jimmy Duncan, Darius Washington, Kirkland Bates, and then your normal host of players along that front line. 6:09 remaining until halftime. Trojans looking to score on their 3rd drive, as Edna Karr just did. So the kickoff return for a touchdown was called back, but Edna Karr methodically goes down the field and scores. Kick is up, and it's going to EJ. EJ's going to pull it in. Oh, it bounces around. Somebody's got to get it. EJ's got it, and he pitches it back to JT. And I don't know about that. How the Trojans are going to have it inside the 9, and you take it, he's got it, and I don't know.
Yeah, bad miscommunication there. I got it, you got it, nobody's got it. Kind of usually see that in baseball.
Right, that's that akin to that fly ball that drops in between the 2 outfielders.
I will say, I don't know if I've seen a kicker in a number of years, Doug, that gets that much air on a straight kick.
Indeed,
he gets a lot of air on it.
Trojans offense now, Jimmy Duncan, the first time that we've seen him as EJ comes off as he was shaken up again. That puts Kirkland and Darius to the far side. Trojans have to be careful down deep in their own territory. So glad you could join us tonight from wherever you are. If you If you like us on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Snap is back. Quick throw to the far side. It's jumped up, but Darius gets out of it. Darius cuts around big time. D-Dub still off and running and out of bounds. They'll keep the clock running at the 20.
Yeah, give him 9 on that one. And that's what that play's designed for.
Boy, he was jumped by that run. That was a good job of Darius to come in there and get that one. Snap is back. JT's got it. No, Ty's going to keep it to the near side. Gets the first down and more out to the 25-yard line, and that will stop the clock momentarily with 5:30 and counting.
Yeah, gonna give him 4 on that carry.
So they're running the clock, and it was a first down, and toss comes back to JT to this side. JT bust free. JT to the 40, now 50. There's nobody in the field that will catch JT Lindsey. Touchdown Trojans. Touchdown JT Lindsey. Oh, baby, what a run.
75 yards there off the right side. Patient run. Excellent job by this offensive line.
Let's look at it one more time up the middle. Boy, you see JT and he's off and running, and there was nobody going to catch him when that came around. Trojans strike fast and strike effectively. Back to live action as you see JT glance over to the sideline just a little bit. Bodie Van Dyke on out of the hold of Mingo. Snap is back, hold there, kick is up, and it's good. And once again, we're knotted. And if you wanted to watch something exciting on your post-Thanksgiving Friday night, we're so glad you're here. Share this. Tell somebody about it. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching ASH Trojan football on 446 Sports.
Time for our red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. It's hot out there, and we want to cool you down with some great savings on your new AC unit. Right now, you could save on a new energy-saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Plus a 10-year parts and labor warranty. Just need a repair? We got you covered too, with $50 off any repair backed by a 2-year parts and labor warranty. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
Back to live action we go. Channing Mesh set to kick things off. And you've got to be careful and cognizant of this kick return team. That one is guided, kicked right to the same spot. Trojans kick team, but he's going to have a lot of room to the near side. Missing a tackle out of Layfield's hands there. Coming, spinning, kicking. Going to be driven out by Doyle, I believe.
Yeah, Clayton Doyle on the tackle there. Doug, they had 2 men double teaming Jalen Kirk on that. I mean, he never was able to get past the 50. So obviously they've seen something on tape that he's, how well he does in the open field whenever he's on the kickoff team. Need a big stop here for the Trojans.
Both teams have had it 3 times. Both teams have scored 3 times. 4th possession. Not a lot of defense in this one after the Trojans throw a shutout, but this Edna Karr team is high-powered. Snap is back, handoff right up the middle, and off the right-hand side and going. Good blocking downfield. Trojans will finally get him down. I may have to sit down and call this one just a minute, see if we can change the mojo just a little bit.
Yeah, we got Garrett Gaines was there, met him. I will say this, he did at least force him inside that play, but we just didn't have anybody on the inside to make the tackle.
Here's that 4-wide set for Edna Karr. 3-man front for the Trojans. Play action zipped over the middle. It's high and off the hands, and Mingo.
A little bit too much on that pass.
Mingo there in coverage, but it was intended for Keith Jones, and Keith didn't have a high. He'd have had to be 7'3" to get that one. He's a lot of it. He's a lot of it at 6'4". But when you overthrow a 6'4" receiver, no, your DBs aren't going to catch it.
That's right. I will say this, Mingo was great there. He held back after the ball was gone. I would like to see our defensive line, if they can't get to the quarterback, get those hands up, maybe force this shorter quarterback to throw it high.
Johnson looking to snap throwing. Oh, we bit on the fake and going over the top. Jaden Lewis bit the fake, looked inside and got some yardage on him, did the near side receiver. And that is Raji Dennis that catches that, and here comes Edna Karr right down inside the 5. Again, I got to just think that you cannot bite that fake at all. You've got to stay back and err on the side of deep, because John Johnson has shown he will throw the ball over the top. He's taken the lid off of this Trojan defense. It's 20-20 in this one. Trojans need a stop. Handoff up the middle.
Yes,
they
sir.
get a loss of yardage right there. Good work.
Yeah, Ford and Walker there. Great there. I think they even lost 2 yards.
Got him at the 2-yard line, so just a loss of 1 on the play. Ball was inside at the 1. 2nd down and goal. They officially call it inside the 3. Snap is back, handoff up the middle once again. Same result. And boy, that big interior line of the Trojans. This is where you've got to be cognizant of the inside run, but you got to watch that option on the outside.
Yeah, you have Mason, Jeremiah right there, and then White helped finish off. Great tackle there. Way to hold their gaps in that one. And 3rd and goal. Here we go, gentlemen.
3rd down and goal inside the 4.
3rd down and goal for Edna Karr inside the 4-yard line. Once again, there is that play to the backfield. And how about big Omarion Ford coming back in there and just grabbed him a handful of that Karr quarterback, John Johnson, and he goes down. Loss of 4 on the play, 4th down. So how about that play of running the receiver all the way down, and that's caused this opportunity. Boy, could this be the big one? I'm not getting up. I want to get up and call this one.
By the Trojans, it'll be 4th down and goal.
4th down and goal. Edna Karr's offense stays out there. Trojans will take a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Nick, tell me about, so the ASH defender was beat on the play, but the Trojans went back. The easy thing to do was give up, but they tackled him inside the 1, and now what?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened a few weeks ago whenever we held them on the, what was that, the 2 plays back-to-back.
West Washita.
Yes. You hold them on there. And that's the great thing about this team. I mean, they could have easily, let's just let's get the offense back on. But no, they constantly work. They constantly battle. And it hasn't gone the best for the defense so far. But you know what? Plays like that give you energy, give you some momentum.
You get the momentum. That's right. Indeed, that Trojan defense comes out here. And they are defending every inch of the field. That stop was at the 1-yard line. Now, Edna Karr back to the 8, where it's 4th and goal. Watch that slant, watch a fade to one of these big receivers. So many weapons for Edna Karr. You just got to get a stop right here. On your feet, Trojan fans all around this great state. John Johnson brings a man in motion. Snap is back. They are going the fade. Right over Mingo. Into the back of the end zone, complete. 1 foot down. See if the officials go in and talk about it a little bit. Nope, good catch in the back of the end zone. And look, that's just what we thought, those big receivers. That is 14, the 6'2", 200. How many 6'2" guys do they have here? Oh, except for the 6'3" and 6'4" guys.
Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing you can do on that play. I mean, unfortunately, Mingo had great coverage. Probably, if he turns his head a little faster, but you know what? If he turns his head,
he probably stops. Able to go up there and get it.
That's it. I was hoping that he was going to land out the back of the end zone, but
number 14 comes down with it for the touchdown to Ron Francis.
They're trying to get it measured up is what it looks like. This is the most confusion, and they do. That's going to back this up. A delay of game on an extra point because they couldn't get in position where they wanted to be.
Yeah, that might be big, Doug, towards the end of the game as well.
Already seen each team miss 1 extra point. That's why we're here. It's 26-20. Trojans are going to have 2 minutes and 33 seconds to strike here, tie this thing up before the half. Again, they get the football to start things off, but a quiet crowd here on both sides as the extra point is pending. Gives them an opportunity to rest just a little bit. Snap, hold, kick, and no good. I don't think the 5 yards got him. He just, wow. It stays at 26-20. Trojans. Coach Mercer going out there and talking about that defense and saying, hey, great job, guys. You battled and battled and battled. Edna Karr scoring on one play from inside the 1 yard line, was backed all the way up to the 8. It was a big 4th down play in the back of the end zone to a 6'2 receiver over My Mingo, and that's difficult to defend no matter where you go.
Yeah, it's almost like that great play on 3rd down actually opened it up for them. Eager to see who they're going to have back this time, Doug. Looks like Darius is going back where EJ was at.
Yeah, Darius is back there. And that will bring Mingo into Darius' spot. Jimmy Stills on the far side. Kirkland Bates to the near side. Got some hands in the middle. Both your tight ends are in the middle.
Just
heard 21
yeah.
to 10 over Catholic of Baton Rouge. Foot into this one, and that's going to go to JT, who will handle it.
Yeah, I thought I heard some whistles.
Yeah. Not sure what we're seeing here, as don't think it was offsides. May have not been whistled ready for play. I don't see Laundry on the field at all, so we're good there.
You know, so far, Doug, with the exception of that one we on my earlier, that was a personal foul. I think this crew has done a good job.
Indeed, they have. 26 to 20, 2 missed extra points for Edna Karr. Will that come back to haunt them? We will see. JT comes and fills it at the 15. JT 20, spun around, dropped it to 30, and that's where the Trojans will have it. 1st down and 10.
92 again, Doug. Number 92, who's it looks like Jules Baptiste. He is. I think he's made every tackle on the kickoff team.
Okay, and so here's the problem. He's a 6'3", 225-pound freshman, by golly.
Yeah, that's why he's on the kickoff team.
Wow.
This is as advertised, Doug, but I will tell you, this Alexandria senior high team has battled. They're going to keep battling, and this is good football.
Indeed it is. EJ back in the game to the near side. Darius Washington the far side. Kirkland Bates there with him. Last time Trojans were here, JT takes it 70 yards. JT now stepping up even with Ty Feaster. Snap is back, play action though. There's pressure, screen set up to Tanner. Tanner Townsend off and running. He'll carry you with him. Oh, nifty moves. Tanner Townsend before he goes down at the 44-yard line. What a move, Tanner Townsend.
Yeah, 14-yard gain on that, Doug. We talked about it. We said the screen game was going to be available.
How about the screen to your H-back?
Yeah, just didn't know it was going to go to him.
A new wrinkle every week.
1st down and 10, and Trojans.
JT's got it this side. Now it slips down on that turf.
And the turf monster tripped him up, number 6 on the carry, JT Lindsay.
You got to love
the turf
coming
monster
down into New Orleans.
Yeah, the old turf monster.
Turf monster, yeah, this turf is seasoned to say the least. Hope that doesn't get into the momentum of the Trojans. 1:47 on the clock. They scrimmage from their own 44-yard line, 2nd down and 10. 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. Snap throw over to EJ. EJ's got to make a man miss and doesn't. Good tackle.
And the quick pass.
See if the Trojans get a timeout. Not sure if they will. Minute and a half, 3rd down. They'll give him maybe a yard on it to make it 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, 1 yard gain here. This is critical, Doug.
Trojans not wanting to give Edna Karr any time left in the 2nd half.
3rd down and 9.
Feaster and company look to the near side. If they get the first, they'll go a little more tempo. Still looking over 15 and 14. Trojans running some clock here.
We might have found a PA announcer that Randy James.
Sounds like the dude from the Saints is what he sounds like from inside the Superdome. Trojans will take a timeout with 1 second on the clock, make it 48 seconds remaining.
Second charge timeout, they have 1 remaining.
Second charge timeout of the 1st half. They have 1 left, 48 ticks of the clock, and 23 points in the game last week combined. It was 23-0. They're 46 here, and the Trojans are marching.
Yeah, the turf monster on 1st down. Of course, I'm glad JT didn't get hurt on that one, but that really kind of stalled the drive there.
It did. You had the big screen to Tanner Townsend there in the first portion of that drive that got the Trojans out here where they are. Now they face 3rd down and 9 from the 45-yard line. Yep, Karr on the sideline huddling up with their linemen, their linebackers, and their defensive linemen in 3 separate huddles.
Yeah, it's the first time I've seen that.
Jimmy Duncan over there with Kirkland Bates, Darius Washington. Now Townsend coming in late and unsure of what's going on, but plenty of time, still not knowing the play. Kirkland now lets Tanner know what the play is. You got Tanner as the wideout, and now an empty backfield for Feasters. He's back to pass. Screen was blown up. They hit Darius coming right off the line within 5 yards of the ball. So just coming off the line, they held him up pretty good on it, jammed Darius.
Yeah, but when the ball was in the air, they grabbed him too. Of course, right whenever I compliment the official.
4th down, 42. Ty will sit back there, and you got to believe here's that pooch coming.
Yeah.
You're not going to give the ball to Edna Karr in plus territory.
Their first timeout.
Timeout by the Cougars, their first charge timeout. They have 2 remaining.
Yeah, I did see Ty in pregame. He punted one from the 50, and it landed outside the end zone. So,
oh my!
So he was a little
amped up pregame on there. Of course, Crenshaw, the everyday punter for the Trojans, but they get a lot of returns thwarted, if you will, as when they leave Ty out there to punt, because normally you don't see anybody go back.
You think that's what Carr's doing?
Absolutely, they're going to send somebody back.
That's why they took the timeout for sure.
And look, you'll see 14 going back there is Tehran Francis. And this is one of those, you just kick it. Where you find him, kick it as far as you can away from him, and you know that Ty sees him out there now.
Yeah, because you have 5.
Nah, he's not going to pooch it here, though, at the 25.
No, but you've got 5 offensive linemen there that's going to be covering if he catches the ball. So let's not get it to him.
And now the Trojans do officially bring out their punt team, and that sends Francis back. Same thing, though, as Crenshaw comes out. You absolutely do not give Francis anything to think about here. You kick it as far away. It bounces around. There's Crenshaw. It's high, and it's going to turn over. Got to bounce it up, and it does. And a good roll from Crenshaw.
Just let it go. Let it go.
Inside the 20. And, Francis almost came up and got that one. Let it bounce, and luckily it didn't hit him. Lucky for him.
Good punt by the Trojans.
Yeah, because I'm Doug. I didn't want to see Jacoby Morris or Calderon
having to cover.
Or Mason having to cover him if he caught that ball.
Edna Karr scores on 4 of their possessions. Trojans stall on their 4th. Edna Karr will have 27 seconds here. And you do not bite on any play action. You do not watch the pump fake. You stay back.
Yeah.
Blackwell back there, Mingo, Jalen Johnson.
They have 2 timeouts, Doug. They have 2 timeouts.
2 timeouts. John Johnson with the handoff up the middle, trying to bust something. The Trojans don't let it happen.
Yeah, Nelson there with a great tackle off the end there for just a 3-yard gain.
That may do it. 16 and 15 on the clock. Not sure if Edna Karr will do it. I don't think so. They're going to take this off and go to the half with the lead. It is 26-20. Edna Karr has the lead here in the first half. But what a first half of football, my friend. A reminder, the Trojans will get the ball to start things off. Going to take a break. When we come back, it'll be halftime here in Algiers. Edna Karr 26, Alexandria 20. You're watching ASH Trojan Playoff football right here on 446 Sports.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Time for our red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. It's hot out there, and we want to cool you down with some great savings on your new AC unit. Right now, you could save on a new energy-saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Plus a 10-year parts and labor warranty. Just need a repair? We got you covered too, with $50 off any repair backed by a 2-year parts and labor warranty. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 in East Pineville behind Arby's.
Trojans start to make their way back out onto the field. Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano, and close to 900 that are watching this one on YouTube. We appreciate all of you guys out there. Another several hundred on Facebook have found this one. And we know one of the questions that came up, Nick, is that it sounded like we were pro-ASH in this game. Well, you know what? We are. Go Trojans. We are the live stream feed of the Alexandria Trojans, and we're going to be for our ASH Trojans in there. So comments and likes coming in, and we appreciate all of you that have tuned in and watched this one. A lot of football to go before we get out of here tonight. 26-20. Edna Karr scored on their 4 meaningful first half possessions. The last one, they kind of got out with the lead. Trojans scored on 3 of theirs, were stalled on their final one, had to punt the ball away, did it inside the 15. But JT Lindsay had the big 70-yard run. Nick, give us a few stats from that first half, buddy.
Yeah, I have unofficial JT Lindsay, 16 for 124 and 1 touchdown rushing.
Don't let that fool you, though. 70 of them came on 1. So Edna Karr has held him pretty much in check, except for that big one. But receiving, he also has a touchdown.
Yeah, he has one. He has 1 catch so far for a touchdown as well, and that out route, that corner route there for the first touchdown. I have Ty Feaster. Ty's 11 of 14 for 93 yards and a touchdown, and that touchdown was to JT. And then we have Darius Washington is the leading receiver. He has 6 receptions for 42 yards.
There you have it.
Ty also has 1 rushing touchdown, excuse me.
That's
which
right.
Is your 20 there.
3 rushes, 1 yard on that drive.
Yeah. So.
Look, what a night this has been. It is 26-20. 2 missed extra points. Trojans come out with the football to start the second half. We'll see if they're able to go down, get a touchdown, and maybe take the lead for the first time tonight. This has a sense of it being the last team with the football is going to have a chance. This is for a battle, Nick, to get on to the semifinals and be part of that Final Four in Select Division I.
Yeah, do we have any updates on
we don't have
Acadiana
and Holy Cross. We do not have that score.
Yeah, that'd be the winner, and of course, either way, Alexandria's going to travel.
Alexandria will travel. It's a matter of, do we come back down here or do we go over there? But there's a lot of unfinished business. Trojans trail in this one, 26-20. They've got to find a way to stop that explosive Karr offense led by sophomore John Johnson and a host of 6'2 plus receivers.
Yeah, and we had 2 opportunities. We had 2 chances to intercept him, and you're probably going to get 2 chances this half as well. And if we were able to take advantage of one of those 2 chances, Doug, we're looking at a different ball game. But that's why we played a game, and that's why there's 48 minutes. We have 24 left, and
big shout out to Nathan Cheetos Martin, who is watching along there, and he's texting me a little bit about some things. And great to have all of those there. All of our crews that are back watching. We've had some shout outs from a lot of our folks that are there, and man, it is great to be playing the day after Thanksgiving, but it's not good enough. You want to be back here playing for the next consecutive weekends. Boy, Nick, it's everything that we expected. We knew Karr's offense was explosive. We knew the Trojans' offense was explosive. Goodness gracious, we've got 24 minutes of football to go in regulation, dare I say.
Yeah, this is a lot like the LSU Ole Miss game. If you all watched the LSU Ole Miss game earlier in the year.
I don't like the way that one turned out.
I'm just saying. Everybody's scoring, but I will. Karr is as advertised, but you know what? Alexandria is as advertised as well.
Look, let me tell you, the one thing though that I can tell you about this Edna Karr team is they are going to be really, really good the next couple of years. You look up and down the roster at the sophomores and juniors that they have playing, that are contributing, that are 6 foot plus, but here come your ASH Trojans, and they're ready to go to work also. Doug Gann, Nick Magnano, Brett Stallsby, Chuck Perkins, big crew that it takes to get this game and this production going. Could not do it without all of our sponsors. The folks back at Walk-Ons who sponsor our Thomas Bachman show, they've got it tuned in, and all the businesses around there. If you're watching it on Facebook or YouTube and you're a local business in Alexandria, let us know where you're doing it from. Of course, Sadler's Towings, Valex Federal Credit Union. You see a host of them rotating around in the corner. Big welcome to Certified Transmission, Vexus Fiber. They have joined on board.
Yeah, Doug, very curious to see the return game here. Looks like Coach Bachman was in the huddle with them, and see what they come up with here.
One of our sponsors just reaching out to me there, and that they're watching it while they're on vacation, and certainly grateful to have that. Says that his youngest son can do a pretty good Doug Gann impression. I was like,
gosh.
Gotta set the bar a little higher on that. We
baby.
Yeah, you give them somewhere out there, give them your best. Oh, baby. We got a couple of baby moments coming up here in the second half. Edna Karr set to kick things off. Looks like Darius back there with him, with JT. That one is high. JT's going to run under it at the 10-yard line, bobble around, and he's off to the races. JT got to get to the near side. Oh, put up a big hand and grab JT. And that was just great work by your man, 92, again on speed. You got to find it, 92, and you got to block him somewhere.
Yeah. Can we just – he's kind of like Jacorian from Tioga, whenever they don't kick to him.
Whatever you do, don't kick it to him.
Can we just get a double team on 92? But hey, 32-yard line, we'll take it. That's great starting position. We'll
Trojans have had great field position. This is no different. The one that started inside the 5, they were able to get a touchdown out of that. Trojans have only been stalled one time. They've got 3 to the near side. JT in the backfield with Ty. Snap is back, quick throw over, and that, saw that coming, and you know that was Scranton. He's hurt too.
Yeah.
Or just can't get up because he was sideways as Darius. But
and you got Jimmy Duncan.
Darius, I don't know. No, Darius got shaken up on that one. They're calling an official's timeout. D-Dub will have to come out.
Yeah.
Just for a moment, they roll the clock and get E.J. Scott in there. That's a 3-yard loss, and Edna Karr made that adjustment at halftime, and you told us they would make some.
Yeah, well, and Kirkland Bates and Jimmy Duncan there, after the play, they're looking at each other like, so maybe there was a little miscommunication there as well. But look, hey, this team, I mean, you have to play your A game to beat them, and I think Alexandria's going to go down with a fight.
You said it right. You've got to beat Edna Karr.
That's right.
Band is loud, it's playing, it's nonstop. Feaster back to pass, and EJ hasn't moved.
Oh, what a catch.
Tanner Townsend goes up with one hand and grabs it, but EJ never moved on the snap count.
Yeah, that was one of the best one-handed catches you'll see for just a 1-yard gain. But
it's 3rd down and way behind the chains for the Trojans. You get Darius back into the game. He swaps places with Jimmy Duncan. Jimmy now comes to the near side, checks with the official, and he's good to go. Look for the wheel maybe out of the backfield with JT, but this Edna Karr team is smelling blood in this one. They are rallying to the football here on this opening first couple of minutes. Which team will make the stops? Edna Karr's already made one. Ty's going over the top. Miscommunication again, and just not a great series.
Looking for his receiver, number 2, Jimmy Duncan, well covered.
Yeah, he was covered up there, but he just didn't see it now.
I mean, he's got his hands all around him. I don't know. Of course, it doesn't look like the coaches are. Yeah, no.
Down and long.
Bachman not happy with the side judge again, still giving him an earful. Ty in there, but you've got a runner that's you've got 14 is back again. We'll see if they run that punt team out there or not. But any question of if you could play music during the play, you certainly can. We said that's a false start. That one might be the best thing that happened to the Trojans.
Yes.
Boy, where was that?
For sure.
Might have been the best thing that happened to the Trojans. And watch for Crenshaw to come back out, and he does.
You know, I don't know if I've seen this back judge right here, he's just as nonchalant as they get.
Zachary over Destrehan, 14-7, third quarter. Ruston leading Walker 21-7 at the half. Some other scores. But Crenshaw now back. The last one bounced. He gets this one and fills it cleanly. Gets a good high punt. Need a bounce and a roll, and it checks up and goes the other way. Somebody's got to get on it. Takes an Edna Karr bounce to the 41-yard line. And the Cougars will be in attack mode here as it is 26-20.
13, Lafayette Christian 36.
Boy,
At the half,
LCA leading 35
13, Shaw 10.
26-20 here. Edna Karr, they are looking to attack. Get a stop on the first possession. Now play action going over. There's that seam again that the Trojans have not covered tonight at all. Francis, who has done everything tonight for Edna Karr.
Yeah, Jason Blackwell and White on the tackle there, but I mean, it's 25 yards down the field, Doug.
6'2", 205.
Yeah.
And that young man is a load out there. Edna Karr looking to extend their lead. Play action once again. Now the fade, and this time Mingo is step for step with Francis.
Yeah, you know, he's done well on him man-to-man. It's whenever they're in the zone and they run that seam, that post route that he's been open, because we're just not getting the depth with the linebackers.
Correct. 9:26. That's to the far side coming up. Need to make a tackle. There's Mingo. He does get the runner down, and it'll be third down and goal from inside the 3.
Inside the 3, Dejon Smith.
Dejon Smith takes that one.
Looks like it's on the 1.5,
quickly
Doug.
Coming up to the line of scrimmage. Third down. Trojans were solid here a little earlier before the fourth down play. But Edna Karr
false start. He jumped.
Yep.
Right tackle jump.
And that was the shift where they were going to go look to the sideline that caused that one. Well, that gives them a little more room to run the fade, though. Be careful there.
I know. I mean, you kind of pick your poison there. But you know what? This is where, we have seniors all across.
You go back earlier to that one, that slant that was jumped that Kirk had in his hands.
Yeah. Like I said, you're gonna get probably 2 opportunities like that a half with this young quarterback, and you need to take advantage of them.
Johnson looks over the offense and the defense. Again, they check over there. The center just drops down, and that caused that flinch by the right guard on the last one. Play action, going the other side, into the end zone. That slant is there, and it's a touchdown in the car. Cougars have killed the Trojans with a slant tonight, either side. But I'm telling you, John Johnson just zips it in there.
Yeah, well, you're asking Jalen Kirk to guard that inside receiver, and that's pretty tough for a guy that's been around the line of scrimmage for a good portion of the. But you know what? He's the best athlete you have out there. As far as with the outside linebackers.
32-20, 12-point lead. On to try the extra point is Jaden Hunter.
That's just how critical this non-hold on Jimmy Duncan was on that third down.
Snapback kick up. This one is up, and it is good. And it is 33-20, 2-score lead. Trojans have got to do some work. We'll see what's going on with 8:25 to go in the third when we come back.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Back to action here in the third quarter. Big welcome out to Certified Transmission and Ball. They are proud sponsors of ASH Trojan football and 446 Sports. Certified Transmissions and Ball. Go to who you know. 8:25 to go in the third quarter of play. 33-20. Edna Karr has scored the last two as it was 20-20. Might want to, Kirkland Bates gets that, got to pick it up. 92 is the best special teams player I've seen all year.
Yeah, we just ran that one right into him.
Yeah, that's Jules Baptiste, the 6'3", 225 freshman.
Yeah. Jules, huh?
Yeah.
I don't even have to look at the roster anymore.
Yeah, Jules Baptiste.
You know,
Trojans again have had good field position. They've got to get down there and answer this and stop that back-to-back score from Edna Karr. Trojans haven't scored since JT took it to the house on that big long run.
Yeah.
E.J. Scott to the far side, I believe, or is that Jimmy over there?
What's going on?
A little bit of, not sure, looks like a little bit of, they're trying to put an end to the chirpiness that's out there. Saying, hey, look, it's a good game so far, stop the chirping. And that's good by the officiating crew.
But I really haven't seen anything. Have you seen, I mean.
Well, you're not listening.
That's right.
Rummel 28, St. Paul 3.
6:04 left in the third quarter. John Curtis 21, Baton Rouge Catholic 16.
John Curtis 21-16 over, as they call them here, Baton Rouge Catholic.
Well, you know the common theme of those two that are winning is they play in the Catholic League, so
they all play. That's right.
So I'm sure they're probably excited about that.
Indeed.
First down and 10.
First and 10 for the Trojans. Handoff goes to JT following that line of blockers. Tries to spin around and gets out of that one.
And the handoff to the tough running number 6.
Look, good job by number 5 coming up and tackling Edward Brown. And he lets him go instead of slinging him down out of bounds. And so that's good work by Brown.
Yeah, what a great run there by JT. Just keeping his legs pumping, playing into the till he gets thrown out of bounds there for a 6-yard gain there.
PA announces him as the hard-running JT Lindsay, and we agree with that. JT, Ty pulls it, and he's wide open to the far side. Feaster 50. Now Feaster to the 40, trying to go down the middle. Feaster all the way down to the 22. And how about that one from Ty Feaster pulling that one in? We'll see. Now, they're going quick. So we don't have time for the replay, but we'll have a lot of these clipped up for you. But Ty Feaster.
Yeah, have him unofficial there for a 40-yard gain there on that one.
First and 10 just outside the red zone to the 21. Ty, play action there. No, JT has it with a stiff arm, but good work by that Edna Karr defense to come in. That is number 8, Chavez Morris. Chavez Morris. But boy, that play from Feaster was wide open.
Yeah, that was. And that's great. They're seeing it. They're building it up. And what a player he has been the past 2 weeks.
Loss of a yard for JT. Second down and 11. JT, nope. Ty's going to pull it again. This time they had a spy on him. And they'll slam Feaster down after a gain of 1. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and the Trojans in 4-down territory without a doubt.
Yeah, went to that a little too much right there. I think JT probably would have been able to carry that one a little bit better. But
you told us about the adjustments that Karr makes during the game, and they have done just that. Trojans looking to the sideline, getting the play.
And I also, Doug, I don't know if I've seen a defensive staff make the changes during a play as much either.
Feaster rolling the pocket to the far side. Comes back this way, sets a screen. JT's got it. JT's got to make some magic happen inside the 15 to the 14. It's going to be 4th down and about a yard, but that's going against that pressure.
Yeah, 6-yard gain there. I mean, we had the people out there, we had the blockers out there, and just didn't quite get the block, unfortunately.
4th down, Trojans go quick. They'll look to the near side and get a play.
Yeah, 2 offensive linemen there that just kind of missed a little bit. Of course, they're hard to block.
Ty trying the hard count, doesn't get it. 16 and 15. Trojans now get the play that will be the play. 4th down and 3. Handoff goes to JT, who's going to bang through. He's getting a push from the end. Forward pressure's got to have
Wait, why did he come back? He was standing the yard up, and he came back.
They're going to be a turnover on downs as he needed 3 to go. It's going to be first down, Edna Karr. And they showed him with 0 yards gained on that. Goodness gracious. JT struggling to get things going short of that 75-yard run. He's got about 150 yards in the game today. But hard to believe they marked him for no gain on that play.
Yeah, I mean, that side judge, I mean, he was, straddled there about a yard up and passed the first down, but then came back.
Needed a long way to go. Wouldn't have got it, I don't believe, where the spot would have been. This is where Karr, we told you, was smelling blood last time, scored. Play action, they're going for it all right here is Johnson. Just a beautiful pass to the forward side, complete to Oliver Mitchell. And boy, you've got to be careful now not to let the wheels fall off you. This Trojan defense has got to get themselves composed here. Handoff is there off the right-hand side to Smith. Dejon Smith to the outside is going to pick up 6, and this Trojan defense is hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, pushed out of bounds there by Carrot Gaines. Doug, I mean, to be honest, it looks like over half of their plays they've never touched the ground. They just end up out of bounds. Just how athletic they are.
Yep, that lets you stick around till late in the game. Karr checking things on the side. Trojans desperately need a stop here. Officials timeout.
Officials timeout on the field.
Not sure what they're
Jay
checking
Frazier
on.
in there. Mingo's, looks like Mingo's cramping.
Mingo cramping up possibly. And Jay Frazier will be back in there. Mingo has battled tonight. Jay Frazier comes in. Jay has a pick 6 on the year, went 96 yards on that one.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to put Jalen Johnson on Mingo's side, and I'd like to see Jalen on 17 for the next 16 minutes. Actually, to be honest with you, I wouldn't like to see Jalen on. I'd like to see their offense off the field for the next 16 minutes, with us. But actually have them on 14 over there, Doug.
Second down and 5. Cougars looking to go to work. Trojan defense has got to step up and do something here. Man coverage throughout. Coming up short to cut off the slant. There's a handoff. That is Smith's. Good job by the interior line of the Trojans. And that's going to make 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, Jeremiah and Nelson, they just blocking or filling the gaps there on the, and even Mason was in there on the play. Great job there. We need to stop them here, get that ball back.
4:46 to go here in the 3rd. 3rd down and 3.
This is where Johnson might run the option, Doug.
I've only seen it once, and that was on the touchdown. Oh, the little end-around reverse. They're going to walk it up and give him the first. 4th down and short. Nothing's going to tell me that Edna Karr is going to kick the football away right here.
Yeah, that was a great tackle there by Carrot Gaines on that end around.
The way their defense has played, they're going to measure this one, it looks like. But the ball clearly has to get beyond. Nope, they just let the chain get set. So the chain sits on the, from where I see it, on the 37-yard line. The ball shy of that. They're making some last-minute adjustments to the chain there.
I mean,
Don't know that I've ever seen. Yeah, they clip the ball on the yard marker that's there. So
yeah, I mean,
put the
yeah, if I say it doesn't matter where the
chains are, just where they've got it.
Oh,
clipped.
that chain sure is bent. Look at that bottom of that chain.
Yeah.
It's short though.
Yeah, see, I mean, you could eyeball that and look and see it had to be passed, but they're pushing it back a little.
I wonder if Karr asked for it to be measured.
Probably so, to think about things a little bit.
Yeah.
It'll be 4th down and inches.
4th down and inches for the Cougars. This is the play that they'll remember for a long time. Trojans have got to come up and get a stop right here.
With 3:51 left here in the third.
Here goes 4th down for Karr. Don't put it past them to try to draw Alexandria off sides.
Yeah, hold
But
your
either
water
way,
here,
you
boys.
keep it in Johnson's hands here. Play action, going over the middle for the slant, and it's just, it's all slant all the time out to Francis.
Yeah, it's pitch and catch for these guys.
Yeah, that's, and he just comes off the field. They bring him in, and he makes that big play, and then back off. And boy, that's another Edna Karr 1st down.
Yeah, and Mingo had great coverage.
He did, but I mean,
he's got
it's
inside
just,
release.
They worked that play. They probably practice that play 100 times a day. There goes Johnson up the middle.
Johnson on the QB keeper.
John to the near side now, spun around. Mingo back in the game, makes the tackle. Trojans trying to strip the football. Penalty flag, though, rests at the 33. It's going to come back for holding, we do believe. Yeah, they'll see the hold and bring this back. It's going to be, if it's from the 33, they'll mark it 10 yards roughly from there. It'll still be 1st down.
Yeah.
Be 1st down in about 7. But we'll see how things shake out. Again, if you are watching on our YouTube, we'd appreciate you hit that subscribe button. A lot of people have. We picked up about 1,000 subscribers this football season, and folks see when we go live every time. It'll remain 1st down. They mark 10 yards from the spot, and again, it's going to be 1st down and about 8.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the infraction.
Nope, 7 it is.
1st down. It'll be 1st down and 6.
1st down and 7 here. Ball rests at the 43-yard line. Edna Karr trying to stretch this lead out to 3. Up 2 scores now, trying to get it to a 3-touchdown lead. Here comes Jeremiah. That ball is over the top. Intended that time for Tyrone Wilson, and just over the top and out of thrown. Look, you better keep an eye on John Johnson the next couple of years. That's the best young quarterback we've seen in a while.
Yeah, I didn't think that there was one that was going to be as skilled and as athletic as Babineau from Karen Crow, but
this guy
he
throws the ball much better than Babineau does. Doesn't have the size, but puts that ball, makes every throw. But it's not hard to when you got 6'4" receivers.
That's that draw we talked about.
Yep, and they run it effectively like we talked about.
That's a blindside back block.
Into the end zone, going from 43 yards out. And that is an Edna Karr touchdown, 43-yard touchdown run on that draw. And Dejon Smith gets that one, and it is 39-20, Edna Karr. But Trojan fans, don't count it out. There's a lot of football left, and those Trojans can score in bunches. They've just got to come out and answer.
Yeah, Doug, we talked about that draw play before. I saw it on film. And it's just they don't run it often, but when they run it, they've spread you out so much. Sorry, we can make that call on that one. But the
kick is up and it's good. We'll keep it here as it's 40-20.
Yeah, they spread you out so much, and then then they pop that draw, and you're covering the receivers. I would be curious to know how Jay was blocked. I mean, he wasn't pushed in the back, but the guy was there when he turned. So, but I don't know if that really would have made a difference on that play.
Off and running. We'll let to see what the Trojan return team can get going here. Fan base up and cheering on. Yeah, Zachary all over Destrehan in that one.
John Curtis, 28, Baton Rouge Catholic, 16.
That was probably Destrehan that we saw coming up here when we saw them coming from New Orleans area up to Baton Rouge. 40-20, Doug Gann, Nick Magnano, Brett Stallsby, Chuck Perkins bringing you all the action here from Morris F.X. Jeff Stadium. Puts a foot into this one. Again, it is high, and Jimmy Duncan camps out under it under the 20. Jimmy's got wheels. Jimmy bangs his head and gets it from the 30, but a penalty flag comes in from 15 yards down the field, and looks like it may push the Trojans back a little bit.
On that big hit, that was the juice box.
Yeah, it's a hold, Doug.
They're calling it from the 30-yard line, and it will push the Trojans back. So what was good field position, again, will push it back inside the 20. Nose of the football will rest just on the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
Nick, Trojans have got to get a score here. It's been Edna Karr that scored 3 straight to push this lead to 40-20. And Trojans had a couple of opportunities in this one, but Edna Karr has been Edna Karr.
Yeah. And you don't have to get all 20 points back in one drive, but
no, you just got to come up and you got to cap this drive off with 2:32 and give yourself a shot in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and you got to give that defense a break.
They've added a little bit extra protection as they bring in a tight end and an H-back, and they will bring Washington in motion. Rolling out is Ty. He is being chased. He's got to step up and get that ball away, and that's just a tough throw.
Well, Thibodeau, I was wondering if Thibodeau looks like he was trying to block. I wonder if he should have been in a route there.
Number 20, Corey Adams.
Trojans can ill afford to go 3 and out here. Got to get a first down, get some tempo going. It has been all Edna Karr here in the second half.
Rummel 28, St. Paul's 11.
St. Paul's adds on a touchdown, and it's trying to get this thing closer at Rummel. Rummel, the 18 seed, making some noise in this.
Catholic League.
In motion goes JT. Feaster bobbles it, but back to pass. Here comes Prey. He's got to roll again. He is just being pressed, and sliding down is Darius, and probably did the right thing by knocking that football away.
Yeah, they're just Edna Karr's pinning their ears back and going now.
And still covering the screens out of there. Everything initially that Ty wants to run is covered up. EJ on the sideline. Well, you got Jalen over here. Trojans doing all they can to get a little bit, you see Grayson Thibodeau go back in now. Trojans doing everything they can to try to get an extra blocker out there. 12 seconds and 11 on the play clock. Trojans are going to have to hurry. 8 and 7 now. 6, 5, 3, 2. Feaster calls for it. Play action. Feaster being chased, and rollouts are not going to work right here.
That's a big sack when the
and 4th down and 16 for the Trojans, and Crenshaw on this, and this is where you've got to be careful. They're bringing in a new return man. That is Tyrone Wilson. We've seen Francis there most of the time, but he runs in when they need him. He may not be doing well. He runs in, they throw him that big slant, and he goes back off until it's time for another slant.
Yeah.
Well, watch for the pressure to come in from Edna Karr here. There is no pressure. That one bounces in. Crenshaw, high wobbly kick. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line.
And he holds on to the hot potato.
And Edna Karr with an opportunity really to put the screws onto the Trojans here.
Yeah, we need a big stop here, boys. This is where you earn your money here.
This is what championship football is about. The Trojans are going to have to make a stop. You know, Edna Karr is not going to take the foot off the gas. They're wanting to make this a statement game, and that could give the Trojans an opportunity to climb back in it.
Yeah, somebody's got to make a play here. Somebody's got to make a play to get the momentum.
Johnson has been nothing short of phenomenal in this game. Handoff, now it's a flea flicker. Johnson going over the top. Mingo comes up, didn't know where the football was, but came around and knocked that one away. And there's going to be roughing the passer on Aiden Walker. No, it's a hold, yeah. So that kept it. Aiden Walker was crashing in on that.
He was well covered in the end zone by number 11, Mingo.
My mind did a great job of closing on that one as there was some space.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the infraction replay.
That's what you like. It's 10 yards from the spot. And so they will mark it from the, let's see where they're going to mark it. It'll be from the, yeah, first down and 21, it looks like.
Yeah, it was at the 34, you know, was where the...
Minute 13 remaining. But look, I'm telling you, you got a 20-point lead, and you're running out there with that. And I'm telling you, it's just Edna Karr putting on a show, and they're looking to get there. But the Trojans have got to get a stop right here. Back to pass rolling now is Johnson. He's going to come up and throw that one away, but closing on that was Ford.
I think I would have gotten rid of it too.
Goodness. Yeah.
If Ford's running as fast as he can at you.
Ford into overdrive, and that was, he got rid of that one.
They had they had a illegal motion here, so they're going to decline it. Yeah, they're declining it here.
That'll make that second down, and look, Edna Karr just continuing to go after this Trojan defense, and you'll take it because it stops the clock. And quite frankly, the clock is one of the biggest opponents of the Trojans tonight. Trojans need 3 touchdowns to take the lead in this thing.
Second down
And the clock stopping works. There's that little handoff to the, and just stutter steps. Great job of fighting off the tackle, fighting off the block and making that tackle.
Yeah, Carrot Gaines coming up there, but you know, the whole defense strung him out, pretty much had to turn up the field, and here we go, 3rd and long. This is the stop you need here, right here, boys.
You got to do it. Still have to run a play before we move over to the 4th quarter, but you got to believe that Johnson will take off a lot of time. He's got Dejon Smith in the backfield with him. 3 to the far side, 1 to the top. They look over to the Edna Karr sideline. A very well coached Edna Karr ball club. 15 and 14 and counting on the play clock. Under 30 seconds on the game clock. Johnson back to pass.
Jeremiah got held.
Jeremiah getting held on the far side. Walker there.
And he'll have to throw it out of bounds.
Throws it out of bounds, and they're checking to see where the line of scrimmage was. And that'll be 4th down, but it does stop the clock, so the Trojans able to get a turnover, or possible here as the punt is coming on. But I wouldn't discount the fake.
2 seniors,
right?
Jeremiah Wright, Aiden Walker, making something happen. Making something happen right there.
Boy, that John Curtis Catholic of Baton Rouge game getting tighter. It's 28-23 now, John Curtis. John Curtis looking to repeat this year. 7 other teams wanting to stop that from happening. Edna Karr on to punt. Snap is back. Here comes pressure. Good punt coming up, and fielding that is Darius. Darius will step into it and be dropped at the 15. Trojans have 5 seconds remaining in the 3rd.
They did.
Not sure why the clock ran out there.
Yeah, because we need that play.
Yeah.
We need that play.
I don't see how the clock runs out when the stop was made.
1 quarter left here. Your Cougars.
And it's an official up there that's doing it.
And what's crazy, Doug, is I mean that's a play. I mean we need that. I mean that's 5 seconds we need. Maybe he's changing it.
Bachman's asking him about it and said, hey, how was there 5 seconds left on it? As they calling upstairs, and Coach Bachman having a good laugh about it, but we'll get things. Yeah, he's trying to get some help on there, too. They're calling up. There were 5 seconds when the play was stopped.
Baton Rouge Catholic game, after the score, Catholic, they recovered an onside kick, so they have the football down 23-28. 9 minutes left in the 4th.
9 minutes to go there. Catholic Baton Rouge gets the onside kick. You hear that over the PA announcer. But we move on to the 4th quarter of play. We'll see the officials running out there now to talk about it a little bit. And they're going up there and huddling up. And the right thing to do is to get back on the other end of it. I don't know that they'll do that.
Yeah, I don't quite understand. I mean, that's a play, and
needless to say, we're getting ready for the fourth quarter of action here. Trojans are going to need 3 scores. Their first stop of the night was there. And Coach Bachman still giving side judge an earful of it. Trojans, though, have got to do something. Time on the clock, false starts, whatever it is not going to help the Trojans. Cannot get something going against this Edna Karr defense. There's JT. Student body left, if you will, out to the 21-yard line. And they just body slam him, and that's 15 yards. And that is just terrible. JT having to come out. He's shaking up there. And that'll bring Vaughn in, and that's terrible.
Personal foul against the Cougars.
That's post play, so
yeah, it'll be dead ball, personal
15
foul.
yards will be added to the dead ball spot.
I mean, and that was worth the 15 to him, I guess.
And you know what's sad is it was the umpire that threw the first flag.
Right.
He's he's not the furthest. The back judge is the furthest, but he was the second furthest away from the. Yeah, JT's not feeling it right now.
No, he gets slammed down there.
And that's a tough young man too.
The junior Power 5 recruit. Handoff comes to the near side, and there's big number 90. And again, these guys from Edna Karr now just
on the carry, number 20.
Just tackling with aggressiveness here as they know that they're just about 11 minutes away from something barring a big Trojan comeback. Trojans have a lot of fight in them. Another handoff. This time JT is back in there, and he'll get 4 or 5 on the carry. And this is just to give that defense a little bit of rest. Try to bust a big play, but it's 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, I mean, you got to keep them honest. Try to get it going horizontally, so maybe we can get something vertically.
But for the Cougars, number 9, Frederick Hart.
Big cushion on Kirkland Bates. Now they come up. Toss comes to the near side. Good blocking from the left side. Lindsey's going to be shy of the first down, though. And that was just 2 big plays by 0 and 10 right there. That is Aiden Hall and Arsenio Bolds.
First down.
They do give him the first. There you go.
Yeah, kind of surprised he left his feet there. I thought he could have put his foot in the ground and made another cut. But it worked.
JT back up the middle.
They'll give him 2 there right off the left side here, Doug.
And a gain of 2.
10-20 remaining fourth quarter of play. Big 49 comes back in, and he has been solid throughout this one as well. That is Avant Lewis.
Doug, with the onside kicks that Ash has been successful with, that might
never
help.
Out of it.
That's you.
Play action Ty is going to keep it himself, and oh wow, just a spy on him. That is Lyric Hawkins that was in Feaster's back pocket on that one, and the Trojans have been exclusively run on this drive.
Yeah, and he lost 2 yards on that one. That was a great tackle by 44 there.
3rd down and 9. 9:37 to go in the ball game. Trojans trail by 3 scores. It's 40-20. Edna Karr Cougars have put on an impressive 3-score run since it was 20-20. Watch the pressure come in, and it does. And miscommunication there as Darius didn't come back. And
by the Cougars, intended for number 3, Darius Washington.
And this will be the play for the Trojans here.
Yeah, Bachman's pointing out that his jersey was tugged. But see, that's this guy, I don't even know if this guy even has a flag. Hadn't seen it all game. I don't think he has one.
Nonchalant.
Doesn't look like he wants to be here.
And Bachman continues. And the official's like, well, I can't do anything about it. But he's, nonchalant. 9-13, Feaster and company have to get this. And Bachman's wanting something with that official, and he won't come down.
By the Trojans.
Alexandria takes the timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them and be back. You're watching ASH Trojan Playoff Football right here on 446 Sports.
There are some things in life you can fix, and some things are better left to the professionals. When your vehicle has transmission problems, what will you do? Go where you know.
Go where you know, Certified Transmission.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Quickly back to work we go. Again, big shout out to all of our sponsors there. Our Coaches Show sponsor, Walk-Ons, has the game up, and we appreciate those guys for doing that.
Now the White Hat's getting earful because
this guy won't even come down and talk to anybody about him. And they will hold things until Coach Bachman is through.
Well, what's sad is both of them happened right in front of our bench.
Yep.
I mean, you just can't. The one on Jimmy, the first drive, and then on that one. And both of them were on critical third downs. And I'm not saying it would change the game, but that sure does hurt.
Feaster and company on 4th down and 9. These seniors are trying to wheel their Trojans back into it. JT goes in motion. Back to passes Feaster. He's rolling. That's the screen. Oh, and almost picked off. Boy, that was.
The Cougars all on it.
And that was just tremendous work by Arsenio Bolds. And had 2 people on that play. And now he'll make his way down in front of Coach Bachman and have to listen to a little bit of it. And I don't think he's going to stay in the coach's box. He's going to proceed to follow him a little bit. Getting your money's worth out of it.
Turnover on downs. Cougars have it back. First down.
These head coaches are very passionate, and the official now is barking back a little bit to him.
This game will face the winner of Holy Cross versus Acadiana. That game will be tomorrow.
First down and 10 following the turnover on downs. Edna Karr has it from the 48-yard line. A touchdown here effectively ends this one. Handoff goes to the far side.
That's a hold.
There's a tackle on the near side as, they'll mark it at the 48-yard line. It'll be 10 yards from there. And he can't get away from him this time. Now they'll call holding, as it was more of a tackle that was down there.
Cougars, 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, they tackled Jeremiah on the play.
Replay the down.
Tremendous season for all 5 of our squads this year. Trojans here in quarterfinal action with 8:54 remaining, playing the day after Thanksgiving is always special. Trojans trail by 20 and have got to have something pretty special happen here to get back into this thing.
Yeah, turnover would be big right here.
Handoff comes to the near side and a pancake.
Yeah.
And
he got blindsided.
Yep. And that'll be another personal foul that's whistled.
But another penalty flag on the field.
Yeah, they're going to call that blindside block.
Yeah. About a quarter and a half too late.
We have an updated score.
Uh-oh. Sounds like Catholic took the lead.
John Curtis, 28. Baton Rouge Catholic, 30.
Catholic of Baton Rouge has just taken the lead over the defending state champions, John Curtis. That's on the other side of the bracket. Still haven't got an Acadiana Holy Cross score.
They play tomorrow.
They play tomorrow. That's why we haven't got one.
At Southeastern.
That's right. I remember seeing that.
They couldn't play at Tad Gormley because there was a city carnival thing.
There was carnival. Carnival, you say. First down and 32 for Edna Karr. Boy, wouldn't you like a pick six or a scoop and score or something magical to happen here and give yourself a chance to get back in it. Down 40-20 are the Trojans. There's that draw.
First down in forever.
Gaines comes up and makes a good play. That stop will be down at the 36-yard line. Favorite marked down.
Wonder if he's related to.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
To Big Fave. Gotta be.
Yeah, can't be many of them, huh?
Marlon Favorite.
No, not
great
Flavor Flav.
LSU player, and now he covers the Tigers a lot. Big Fave.
Chuck's asking if it's Flavor Flav. Big play
right there. 2nd down and 27 to go. Got to get all the way to the Trojan 37-yard line. And Edna Karr at this point now content to run a little bit of clock and go ahead and hope to move on to the 2nd round. They run that draw right by Carrick. It's just been the size of Edna Karr tonight that has been done it. It's been, the big fade down there, the slants that the Trojans were unable to stop defensively.
Yeah.
A lot of seniors out there giving their heart and soul in the last 7 minutes. Mingo is out there. Jason Blackwell, Jeremiah Jeffers Wright, Amarion Ford. Here's a snap throw. That's that slant, but it's in and out of the hands, and that'll bring up 4th down, and the Trojans have an opportunity to come back and do something.
This guy doesn't even make a motion of incomplete pass.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, he's just riding the clock, as we call it.
Back deep to receive for the Trojans is Darius Washington. EJ still limping on the near side. Well, that young man has had a game, or had a season. Darius has had a season.
Never seen.
Motion on the punt, and a delay of game is whistled there, and that'll back them up 5 yards. Doesn't hurt anything. It backs them up. It runs all the time off the clock, and they save a timeout. Want to thank all of the fans that tuned in tonight for this one. Still a lot of football to go, but just in case you're passing through, we certainly appreciate the opportunity for you to watch Edna Karr and Alexandria tonight. Great work by my man Brett. And y'all don't know the work that he put in just keeping our computer plugged in and charged up tonight. Low snap, kick is there, and
get out of the way.
Spinning around, going to be Darius falls on it, and he had to. He was getting out of the way, but it bounced up to him, and now it'll be 1st down and 10. Trojans have got to strike fast. We saw him come back in that state championship game back in 2020. A couple of onside kicks, a couple of touchdowns. Trojans are never out of it as long as there's a chip in a chair, but things getting a little more difficult for that Trojan offense.
Yeah, Doug, Ty is 0 for 5 on his last 5. I mean, Edna Karr is just putting the pressure on and swarming up and all around the field.
Ty Fisher, a special season, his lone season here at Alexandria, the senior. Play action now, going over the top. That's D-Dub, Darius Washington to the 30. Now 20, D-Dub off and running, 10, 5, touchdown, Darius Washington, touchdown, Trojans. Baby, what a big play.
Did I just say that Ty was 0 for 5 on the last?
You did.
1 for 1 for 70.
Friend, chip in a chair. Yeah, let's look at it again if we've got it here. Courtesy of BU Designs. There's a play action, and Darius finds himself breaking free. And look at the speed on that young man just to lose his defender. And Darius Washington, big time work. No, the onside kick is coming. That one is up, and it is good. Take it with them. 30 seconds. We'll be right back. You're watching ASH Trojan Playoff Football on 446 Sports. This one not quite over just yet. 40-27, Trojans trail it by 2 touchdowns. Onside kick is coming. You got the big hands guys out there for Edna Karr. They've got 9 guys within 10 yards of the 50.
Touchdown by number 3, Darius Washington.
Bodie missed the ball.
As the Trojans attempt an onside kick, but he missed the football.
Yeah, that's maybe we can get offsides out of that.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Attention, ladies and gentlemen. We have a white BMW blocking the driveway of a residential driveway. 759 DUR, a white BMW.
Missed the football, unfortunately, and Edna Karr will take over on the 42-yard line where Bodie touched it after that. And we've seen a lot of great, and Coach Bachman arguing his case, saying, look, he missed it. Have to see what they're working on. And really, if you move back 5 yards, it doesn't matter. You're still trying the onside kick. You'd like to have some sort of a penalty. And that Coach Bachman now will come back in and be able to visit with the white hat just a moment. And it's going to be Edna Karr football. And Coach Bachman will go over there and coach this young man up and encourage him a little bit.
That's unfortunate because he's done such a great job with those, this year.
6 minutes, 25 seconds left in this one. You're right. He has done an incredible job. He and Mesh have really done things. It was great to visit with him on the show last night also.
Yeah, he's doing everything there. He's just trying to get a touch on the ball.
There's a false start. Penalties are keeping this thing a little bit closer.
Yeah, and
we have a penalty on the field, a false start on the Cougars, 5-yard penalty.
Put the Cougars behind the chains. They come out and we'll see if they throw it, trying to get that one back. All you need is a little bit of late game magic to happen here. They got the 1 score to cut it to 2. It's a 13-point lead. That's big. Trojans, we'll have to see. I guess they've got a couple of timeouts left in this one, Nick. Snap is back.
Yes, they have
RPO, it's kept. And big time work over there on the far side.
Yeah, Carrot Gaines there on the stop. And he's made the adjustment the second half and has done really well on that. He has 5 solo tackles, 3 of them coming in the second half.
Carrot Gaines and this Trojan team fighting for every bit of this. 2nd down and 16 now. Loss of a yard officially, 5:55 and counting. And Edna Karr standing around, not going to snap it until it gets under 10, probably 5. Boy, what a big-time play by Darius Washington just a couple of minutes ago of game time. There goes motion. Play action now coming this side. Trojans have got to come up and tackle.
Yep.
There's going to be
Ford was held.
Yep.
71 held Ford.
And the no call from our back guy still continues.
How has it been that different? And you think it had anything to do with what Coach? Because he was on this guy saying that you got to do the job for this guy.
10 yards now, and Edna Karr. You can't get in that prevent offense if you're Edna Karr, because those Trojans in that quick stride offense come back and get you. Just had Catholic of Baton Rouge make a big comeback on John Curtis. 2nd down and a long way to go. The one thing that does is keep the clock running. How'd you like to have those 5 seconds back?
Yes, very much so.
Switching sides. And again, Edna Karr just running down 5 and 4 on the play clock. Don't know if they'll run a play or get a timeout. They're going to get a timeout there. We'll take it with them and be back in 30 seconds. You're watching ASH Trojan football on 446 Sports.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
We are back here.
Left to go in that game. Curtis leads 35-31.
Yeah, Coach Bachman's still talking to the officials here. And, telling them, he sees something, and obviously he pointed out to them, and unfortunately, it took them a quarter and a half to make that adjustment.
Gina up on Amit in their game.
Oh, good.
22-7 in that one. Coach Roark and the Gina Giants looking to move into the semifinals. I think that was probably around halftime of that one. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Second down and a whole bunch. Got to get all the way to the 31. Trojans need some miracle here, and it could start on this play. Great to be out here in the stands with the Trojan fans. There's that slant. Got to make a tackle. And there's Jalen Johnson coming up at the 49.
Yeah, great play there by Jalen. Jalen Johnson. Jalen Kirk missed the first tackle, and Jalen Johnson cleaned it up. 3rd and long.
3rd down and long, 4:46 to go in the 4th. Trojans have got to get off the field here, get a quick score, and find a way back in this thing. Won't snap it till around 4:10.
Wonder if they're going to call another timeout, Doug.
I don't know, with 14 seconds, they may not have to. They've got their play in. I've got to expect that they're going to run that little draw again. Well, 17's over here, so watch the slant. May get
he was moving. The running back was still moving.
Yeah, that's going to be an illegal forward pass, so that's going to come back. Illegal forward pass is going to be whistled there, and that'll come back. He was past the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball. And there may be an unsportsmanlike conduct on the far side.
Yeah, something. Unless he called it he might have been calling it as well. You know what they're saying, Doug? They're saying he threw it backwards. That's what the coaching staff is saying. Is that
illegal
it was a
forward
lateral.
pass will make it 4th down. Loss of down on that play. And the Trojan faithful starting to make some noise here again as they want to get the ball back to their offense just a couple of more times. Got to watch for maybe that pooch kick out of here as it's 4th and a long way to go. And that punt team will come out.
Illegal forward pass on the Cougars.
Illegal forward pass is there as he was a couple of yards down past the line of scrimmage. Right down the line on the 50-yard line. Back to the 20. For the Trojans, that's a high one. They're kicking it completely away, but that's going to bounce out of bounds at the 30 of the 29, and we'll take that one too. Trojans struck here. Magic, look for Edna Karr probably to get back a little further in that zone defense. Tell you what, Trojans strike quick here, and we got a ball game, gentlemen.
Yes. And once again, first half, 3 penalties on Edna Karr? This last 10 minutes, there's been, 7 penalties?
Yeah. And very crucial ones, the blindside blocks, the holds, things that have been going on. You got Kirkland Bates and Darius Washington to the near side, and that Edna Karr defense certainly has 2 safeties over the top. 3, playing way off of the receivers. But they still jump that route so quick, so you can't jump one. What you'd like to do is get one quickly over to Jimmy or Darius and let them go one-on-one with their men.
Yeah, they're 12 yards off of Jimmy on top.
Instead, it's JT up the middle. JT just an inch from missing that one. And here comes that Trojan offense that will go quickly.
Yeah, nothing wrong with an 8-yard run play there on first down.
Right.
Or, well, I'm sorry, they backed it up. They gave him 6 on it, sorry.
Yep, 2nd down and 4 from the 35-yard line. Snap is back. Running that screen. Yeah, that was messed up from the start. As Edna Karr has done a good job of reading that slant, that screen.
Well, and something else, Doug, it's not just the coverage, it's the pressure on Ty.
Right.
I mean, they have been in his face, so he's had to try to throw it over him.
Every time he's had to roll that way, when he turns around, he's got 2 or 3 Edna Karr defenders in his face.
That's right.
Incompletion stops the play, so kind of glad he didn't catch that one. Kirkland on the slant wouldn't be good, wouldn't be bad. There's JT up the middle. JT's got the first, spins around. Clock will stop momentarily for the first down.
Yeah, 12-yard gain there on his 25th carry, Doug.
And a player down for Edna Karr. But now they rolled into him there. That was where the tackle, the point of contact was. That stops the Trojans from going tempo. So an official's timeout on the field to get that young man off. And look, I saw him get rolled. There was no gamesmanship going on there. He got rolled up in the middle.
Yeah. No, that's Taj Butler. That's the linebacker senior. He's had a great game.
Absolutely he has. Just announced JT's rushing 163 yards. Is that what?
I had 124 at halftime, 30, 33, 38, 41, 45, 47 plus 6, 53. Yeah, 165 according to my unofficial
stats. First down and 10, 3:19 and counting. Bringing Kirkland Bates in motion. Play action. Oh, there's that slant. That's complete. Out. First down, went up and around the helmet on Darius, but the clock stopped. Another big first down.
15-yard gain there, Doug, for Tyler Washington.
Darius is just such a player.
Boy, that hit was high, Doug. Woo, that hit was high.
Yeah, and they're going to bring him off, and Mingo's going to step in and go. Trojans trying to get set, and they do with 2:54. Handoff goes to JT. JT up the middle and gets a shot up around the shoulders, and Edna Karr teeing off on this one. Trojans have to go quick. They've got to get a score and get the ball back.
6 yards on that first down carry, Doug.
There's a good chance for Townsend to come out of the backfield, or Thibodeau, or one of them. Instead, JT gets it up the middle.
He wants to get on the carry. And this time he's taken down.
Lindsay to the far side. 2 minutes, 21 seconds to go. Trojans see a third down and 5.
Ash still has 2 timeouts, Doug.
Just don't know if the clock is going to have enough time left over for the Trojans, but they've got to get a score here.
Third down and 4.
Snap throw over. That one's out. Good blocking by Bates, and Mingo outside gets the first down. Great job by Kirkland Bates to get Mingo out of bounds. 152.
Yeah, 6-yard gain there for Mingo. Great block by Bates, like you're saying. Ty is now 26 passing attempts.
JT's got it again. Dives over. Trying to spring JT for a big one, but it may be the...
Yeah, 4-yard carry on that first down off this left side.
Baton Rouge Catholic 38, Curtis 35.
The fans here, not a big fan of John Curtis, it appears. Play action, pump fake. Ty getting to the sideline and steps out of bounds. 1:21 to go. Trojans now finding themselves at a point where they will have to get the onside kick if they get it into the end zone.
Yeah, Ty with a 1-yard gain there. Just they tried to stop and go with Mingo, and he was double covered. They had somebody underneath and over the top.
Well, they're watching. I mean, you've got the 3 safeties over the top here. Good job, though, by Ty to get out of bounds. This senior squad not wanting to let this be their last game. Keep an eye out on Townsend, who's at the tight end spot on the far side. Here comes Darius in motion. rolling this way, stepping up. Feaster's going to have to run, and he gets slammed down. Trojans need to get a timeout here. Clock didn't stop on that one, didn't start actually, and it stays at 1:21. So we'll get the 5 seconds back from earlier.
Yeah, maybe they'll give us our 5 seconds back. That's right.
And they run the clock down now to. I don't think the play took that long.
No.
They're running 15, 20 seconds off the clock. There's no way it takes that long.
From 121?
It was 1:21 when the play started. That play took about 7 seconds. If anywhere, it should be around 1:14 when the Trojans took their timeout. But we'll let the folks down on the field sort that one out. Buses making their way up and lining up here. Been a great season of ASH Trojan football. We'll take another quarter of this.
Yeah, we will.
A quarter plus a little bit.
14:10 on the clock now for the ones who can't see the clock.
But the thing that matters is the down marker. It's 4th down and 5 for Alexandria. Their season hangs in the balance on this play.
141.
The throwback screen. That's not correct, though, either. I hate to say that, but
they're
it's
probably
not.
trying to do 114 like you're talking about.
Right.
The game clock will be reset to 121.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's, again, that's not where it should be.
Well, give us our 5 seconds back like you were talking about.
Right.
Now we have a final score. Baton Rouge Catholic 38, John Curtis 35.
John Curtis, the defending select Division I champions, are gone. Catholic of Baton Rouge continues on. They will play the winner. Looks like Rummel in that semifinal matchup. And the winner of this game will play the winner of Acadiana and Holy Cross. That game is scheduled for tomorrow. But it all hangs into the balance on this 4th down play. Trojans need 5 yards to extend their season. The snap is back. There's a slant into Mingo. Mingo's got it down inside the 5. Clock will stop.
Yeah, 12-yard gain there on the...
Trojans have got to be ready to snap it. Clock runs now at 1:10 and 1:09. And JT up the middle. JT Lindsay touchdown Trojans. And we got a 1-score game. PAT coming up, onside kick coming up. How about a little one here? Following the botched extra point or onside kick attempt, you'd love to see Bodie get a little redemption here.
Yes, for sure.
This extra point is huge. It cuts it to 6.
And you could tell that Bachman, after that, you could tell he patted him on the back and said, "You'll have another chance."
That's right. Kick
You'll have
is
another
up.
chance.
I told you there's just a lot of magic. We're going to keep it right here. It is 40 to 34.
The winner faces the winner between Holy Cross and Acadiana.
40 to 34, onside kick coming. Bodie Van Dyke comes and puts the ball at the 40-yard line.
Alexandria 27.
No.
That's not correct.
No, it's 40 to 40.
It's 40 to 34 is what the score is. They'll get it set up here directly. But you see it on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard for those of you scoring at home.
Late 4th quarter score, Lafayette Christian 50,
You know,
25,
how about an onside kick recovery here for the Cardiac Trojans in this one? Wouldn't that make life a little interesting?
Score 40 to 34.
Bodie Van Dyke with a shot at redemption. You got to bounce this one up right down the middle, we believe, is where it's going to go. Here comes Bodie with the season in the line. Got to bounce around. There's good blocking. Ball on the ground. Ball on the ground. Trojans have an opportunity at it.
Who comes up with the football?
There's a look, and now it's just who comes out of there with it.
Well, they came up and touched it 7 yards, so it was live once they came up and touched it.
Trojans think they have it.
Oh, no.
Oh, they're caught. No. They're saying Edna Karr has it. Trojans came out with the football, but they're saying Edna Karr has it. And you're going to probably get a couple penalties out of this, too, because the Trojan staff won't go quietly on this. They've got about 27 people on the field right now. Trojans look like they came out of it. Why else would everybody come out of there jumping? And Coach Bachman wanting to get everybody around and involved in this one. If the Trojans don't come out with it, it's just a couple of knees. And no explanation is going to work for the Alexandria coaching staff. The play clock, so they've got a conversation going over here, and the referee has already started the clock, and that just doesn't make any sense at all. You got to get this thing right. And now, they're not going to overturn this call no matter what. They've already said that they've got it, and all of the officials are in agreement with it.
Another score for you, late fourth quarter, Shaw 20, JFK 13.
Coach Bachman just wanting to, coaching every second of this season. Boy, did it look like the Trojans came out of there with that football. And he gives him the shoulder shrug to the official. The official gives a shoulder shrug like, well, I don't know. It looked like they had it. And they're calling Edna Karr's players out onto the field. And it's just a couple of knees away that's going to put an end to this Alexandria Trojan football season. There's no instant replay available here. No, not with us. We're fine with it. In the season, it was for the Trojans, but Bachman wanting to discuss it with anybody that'll listen, and nobody will. Trojans come out of there with the football out of bounds.
Wow.
How about the football? Karma come up and get
start the clock again.
Out of bounds is Karr. Continues, and Coach Bachman says, look, it was out of bounds. And boy, this is a tough way. And there's a 15-yard penalty on there. But the problem is that there's no repercussion for what the officials do.
You're going to call him out of bounds here because he never went down.
Well, it was your guy in the back that doesn't have the flag.
Yeah, he never went down, so it had to be out of bounds. Okay? Because he didn't go down. His arm. Now they call it a flag. Now they're.
And there's going to be no repercussion for the way this has been done.
Conduct on Karr.
That's when you lose. You lost total control.
Yep.
They just get two 15-yard penalties in their favor, and then their coach.
And you still get one. That lets you know that the officiating, well, anyway. Again.
Oh, gosh.
Again, I'm up here. I'm not down there officiating. Kudos to those guys, but dadgum, there ought to be a grading system. 40.
And we still don't know if this guy over here has a flag.
Not seen it.
It's not on his waist.
Just a great round of applause for these Trojans by their fans that made the trip down here to Algiers. Look for a lot of basketball and softball and baseball before this school year is out. You subscribe to 446 Sports. It'll alert you anytime that we go live. First down and goal back from the 24, but that's not going to stop the victory formation for Edna Karr. Oh, I'd have loved for them to have a little catch on that one here. But John Johnson, keep an eye out on that young man. Fantastic quarterback, and is going to make a difference this year and before he's out of here.
Yeah, very good player. Oh, here we go. Oh, my gosh. Oh.
And that was a dangerous snap.
Oh, my goodness.
Cougars up back, able to down the football.
Trojans are going to say this one is over with. They're going out. Coach Bachman high-fiving the players.
I mean, they can't.
And that's the ball game in here. Congratulations on a tremendous season for your ASH Trojans. They end up quarterfinalists there. And congratulations to Edna Karr as they move on. They will go to the semifinals and play the winner of Acadiana and Holy Cross. Guys, it's been a wonderful season. We thank you so much for watching along. Nick, I know it's been a first year for you. What do you think about it?
Oh, it's been fun, Doug. I appreciate you bringing me on and letting me be a part of this. We've gotten to meet a lot. I've gotten to meet a lot of the families, and I've really enjoyed meeting and talking to the coaches, and it's been a lot of fun.
Indeed, it has. Trojans fall in New Orleans, down in Algiers to Edna Karr, the number 5 seed. Trojans finish the season at 8-5, I believe, on the year. And that'll wrap things up from here. Edna Karr 40, Alexandria 34, your final from my man Brett Stallsby, Chuck Perkins, Nick Magnano, and all the Trojan Nation. I'm Doug Gann. One final time this year. God bless you all, and good night.